On day one, I was a warden kraken swimming in the ocean. I was its top protector. How amazing!
It is, my son.
With you here, all of the sea creatures can live in peace.
Just then, cannonballs started shooting at us from the surface of the water. What's that? We all swam up, only to see an enormous pirate fleet waiting for us.
Yarr! We finally found the large, deadly Warden Kraken. With ye gone, nothing will stand in our way. And this ocean will belong to us.
His ships started shooting their cannonballs wildly, and my parents were taking hits left and right. No! I pushed forward, and as a Warden Kraken, I was able to destroy an entire ship in one swing. Ha ha! Take this! An enormous cannonball was then launched right at me and covered me in a strange gas. What? I could feel myself getting weaker, and all of my Kraken powers were taken away.
Son, help us!
I wanted to help my parents, but my vision faded away. On day two, I woke up, washed away in the ocean. No, my parents. Where did they go? I began to look around, but a fishing rod landed right next to me. Oh no, I was pulled out of the ocean and landed right on a dock. Looks like I caught a prize fish here. Prize? Leave me alone. I began to hop away from the strange fisherman, but he quickly called for backup.
Quit squirming, you jerk!
Ah! I hopped until quickly hiding in their fishing post. I gotta find a way out of here.
Whoa! Are you a Warden Kraken?
Huh? I looked over to see a strange shark creature stuck in a cage.
I'm a shark dog, duh! Oh, come on! Let me out of here! I can help you escape!
The doors slammed open, and the fishermen found us. Oh no!
Forget turning this little run-in for a prize. Let's cook him instead.
They rushed in, but I blasted out a strange skulk ink explosion, which blasted them back. Whoa, what did I just do?
Holy cow! You're the Warden Kraken! Come on, follow me!
The shark dog bit and pushed back the remaining fishermen, giving us enough time to escape. Confused, I followed my new friend until making it to a strange tropical beach. And on it was a skulk treasure chest. Whatever's inside, I can feel it calling to me. I have to take it. But as I ran for it, I found myself surrounded by a group of tribal chimps.
An intruder? Better not try to take our bananas.
No, we're here to collect that!
Suddenly, all the chimps lined up as their king chimp approached us.
We stole this chest from those dumb pirates. It is ours.
Well, give it up, or I'll take it by force. The chimp leader liked my confidence and brought me inside their jungle to a strange type of jungle race.
How about a deal? You beat me in our chimp bananathon, and the chest is yours. But if you lose, you work for me.
You're on! Horns rang out, and the chimps all around us were watching from above.
Begin!
The race began, and their king was immediately killing it. He made jump after jump very easily. Oh no, I'm falling behind. I gotta think. I made it to the beach, and there along the shore was the finish line. Wait, water! Using the ocean to my advantage, I quickly swam and was catching up to their leader.
Boys, Operation Peel!
Chimps appeared on the tree lines and began to shoot out bananas at me from afar. Yeah! Hey, that's cheating! All of my anger began to build up, and because of this, something began to happen. On day 4, my anger caused me to shoot out a skulk blast, sending me flying out of the water. Because of this, I landed past the finish line, beating the Chimp King. I did it! The chimps were all impressed and let me have their stolen skulk chest. I opened it up, and out from it were Warden Kraken teeth. are these mine? Once collected, I grew larger in size and now had 10 hearts. I was now able to perform a Warden bite attack as well. Whoa.
I knew it! The legend of the Kraken is true!
Legend?
An ancient tale has floated around the seven seas for centuries now, saying the deadly pirates would claim the ocean as their own by taking down the Warden Kraken. It looks like they stole your parts to weaken you.
So they could slay me. Well, I have to take back what they stole and save my parents. As I said this, a cannonball shot out, knocking down a whole jungle tree.
Pirates!
A smaller pirate ship revealed itself, shooting out cannonballs all along the beach.
There's the Kraken! Take him down for Blackbeard!
One of them rushed forward, but before they could hit me, I was able to perform a skulk bite, weakening him more than ever. With enough time, my new friend and I were able to swim away and escape.
Arr! He found a part! We must tell the captain!
On day 5, the shark dog and I escaped through the ocean and reached a lush, secluded cove. A perfect place for a new home. I started by making a large trench underwater to stay in. I even added a Warden Kraken tentacle, shooting out from under the surface, made to scare off any intruders. After that, I looked over to see the shark dog making himself a shark dog house? Wait, so how are you,
Don't ask. Look, those pirates hunted down my family and will harm any creature they come across. They're dangerous.
Well, don't worry. We won't let him get away with it. Like my mom said, I'm this ocean's protector.
Well, great to meet you, Ocean's Protector. I'm Billy.
Just then, we saw a small group of panicked fish swimming by.
Those dumb pigs! Now we have to move houses again!
Wait, pigs in the water? With that, I swam where the fish came from and entered a coral reef town being destroyed. There, in the sky, was a large airship full of piglins.
Watch this!
He shot out a long warden tentacle, completely destroying a home. Wait, is that mine?
All right, that should be enough. Come on!
The airship then started to leave. Oh no, I have to follow them. On day 6, I followed after the airship until reaching a large volcano island. The piglins flew above it and began to dump out all of the coral they collected.
When this baby lights up, we'll finally be warm again.
Warm? They're gonna ignite a volcano to be warm? I have to stop them and get that tentacle. I began to swim closer, but as I did, they spotted me.
Well, you're a strange-looking fish, huh?
Yeah? Well, you have something that belongs to me, so give it back. I shot out an attack at the piglins, but they dodged out of the way.
Oh, you want this? Well, we don't need it anymore.
The piglin then flew up and threw it inside the volcano. No!
Now, boys, why don't we teach this little punk a lesson?
On day 7, the piglins started to blast fiery explosions at me, trying to take me down. Yeah! I did my best swimming, trying to get away, but they were too close behind.
Looks like we're having calamari for lunch, baby!
I looked over and saw an entrance heading right inside the volcano. The warden tentacles. I have to try. I hopped my way on the island, making my way to its entrance.
Is this guy crazy?
Okay, now to get the tentacle and stop this thing from erupting. There, at the volcano's core, was my Kraken tentacle. Yes! But landing right in front of me was their head piglin.
Stay away from our heater.
Heater? Dude, why don't you just stay in the nether? The leader charged in and was super strong. He had advanced golden gear, but thankfully, I was able to do a Kraken bite right at his legs, causing him to back off.
Ouch! Ouch!
With the distraction, I was able to retrieve the Kraken tentacle. I grew even stronger and now had 15 hearts. My tentacles also grew, allowing me to shoot out powerful tentacle whips whenever I pleased. I did it! But as I was celebrating, the volcano began to shake. Oh no. On day 8, the volcano was erupting.
Ah! The volcano! It's gonna blow!
The piglins already started to fly away from the volcano, leaving me behind. Oh, gee, thanks! I ran as well, trying my best to avoid the exploding magma. But as I was going down, I heard someone call out.
Help! Help me! I'm stuck!
The head piglin was pinned down underneath a large boulder and was left behind. I can't just leave him here to die. I have to help. I ran forward and used my new tentacle whip. With it, I was able to break the entire boulder. Whoa. We both looked around and saw the volcano's eruption was destroying everything. Hurry, come on! Together, the two of us were able to make it onto his airship and get away.
If it weren't for you, I would have been a goner. How can I repay you?
It's simple. I'm trying to save my parents by taking down Captain Blackbeard and his pirates, and I'll need all the help I can get.
Captain Blackbeard? He's the one who gave us your tentacle. He called you a monster. But I see now, you aren't one. Starting today, we serve the Warden Kraken.
Warden Kraken! Warden Kraken!
On days 9 to 10, I returned back home to create a brand new place for the airship piglins. I made a tall nether lighthouse, complete with a dock for their airships. And there was lots of lava so they could stay warm.
Ah, toasty. All of this, it's perfect. Thank you.
No problem. After that, I added another Kraken tentacle to my base. When I add all the tentacles, this place is gonna look perfect. I then went over to Billy's house, but he wasn't there. Oh no, where is he? I began to swim throughout the ocean looking for him and found him at an empty treasure chest. Another warden piece.
It looks like they left this one at the bottom of the ocean. Sadly, though, someone else found it first.
I looked over to see a strange trail of coral scrap leading in the distance. All right, I better follow it. I did, until swimming into a dark underground cave. When I came out of the other side, what I saw amazed me. It was none other than the lost city of Atlantis. Whoa, I didn't know it was so modern. I swam closer, but as I did, I saw that the city was being attacked by a group of ancient golems. On days 11 to 12, I started to rush in, but the golems took notice.
Threat detected. Capture him.
A group of them came in to attack. I tried using my tentacle whip to stop them, but I accidentally ran into a floating landmine. Ah! Because of this, I passed out. I awoke inside of a large prison cell. No, I can't be stuck here.
Tell me about it, pal.
I turned around and saw that my cellmate was a fish man.
We're called the Murlocs, and those golems threw you in here with all the other residents of Atlantis.
Wait, all of you guys are the residents of Atlantis? Look, if you can help me get out of here, I'll help you guys get your home back.
All right, hold on a second. Hey, Jerry, did I ever tell you how much you smell like a fish?
What the? Who do you think you are calling me a... Be quiet.
While the golem was distracted by the other prisoner, I used my tentacles to pry open our cell.
Haha, that worked? Oh, see you later, squid.
The Murloc quickly swam out of the prison, leaving me behind. Hey, I swam after him, but as I escaped, he was nowhere in sight. But what I did see was a building with a large satellite on it. I swam closer, and from my new vantage point, I saw that it was powered by a Kraken eye. On days 13 to 14, I made my way down to the figure and saw that it was the Murloc mayor.
Ah! The Warden Kraken? Are you here to save us from those evil golems?
Yes, I want to help. What's going on here?
Ever since we started to power the city with this satellite and Kraken Eye, those golems showed up and ruined everything! They have my people in prison!
I know. What do you need me to do? The mayor handed me a list of materials to build an Atlantamike.
Well, the name is still a work in progress. But if you collect those materials, you can make an ultimate weapon to deal with all of the golems in the city at once. And if you do, I would be honored to give you our Kraken Eye.
Okay, I'm on it. I swam out into the city. Okay, all I need is some coral, diamond, and a music disc? Whatever, he's the mayor. I swam over to a nearby clump of coral and began to mine it, but I had company. Oh no!
Search the area. Make sure not one resident is left unchecked. We need to end this recklessness.
What did the Murlocs do? The golems attacked them! While sneaking away from the area, I mined a diamond block. That was part of a building. They won't miss one block, right? But as I finished saying this, I overheard some music coming from an abandoned diner. Huh, why are none of the golems over here? On days 15 to 16, I easily made my way inside of the diner and was surprised to find the Murloc from the prison. Hey, what are you doing here?
Oh, hey, sorry. I didn't trust you not to mess up my escape. The music keeps the golems out. Oh, no.
I looked over and saw a lone jukebox was playing a music disc. Well, your mayor needs a music disc, so I'll be taking that.
Wait!
But it was already too late. The music stopped, and we heard a golem in the distance.
Hey, who's in there?
Uh-oh. An ancient golem came running in and charged towards the Murloc.
Ah!
Out of instinct, I hit the golem with the strongest tentacle whip I could. Wow, I can't believe I did that.
Whoa, that was amazing! I'm sticking with you from now on.
All right then, help me craft this thing real quick. Together, the Murloc and I used the materials to build the Atlanta mic. Nice work. Let's get back to the mayor. On days 17 to 18, the Murloc and I swam as fast as we could back to the satellite. But as we got close, we saw that the mayor had been found by the golems.
You have done irreversible damage to the city. We're here to bring back the real Atlantis.
Kraken, hurry! Use the Atlanta mic!
I swam down to the roof and did as he said. And just like that, the satellite boomed a strong sound across the entire city. All of the golems were hurting from the deafening sounds. It worked. But as I said this, the entire city began to shake and an entire building crumbled under the sound as well. What's going on?
You idiots! You're going to destroy our home! Ah!
Wait! Turn it off! Turn it off!
I turned off the machine, causing the rubble to stop. Wait, what?
We golems only activated in defense of our city. You've turned our beautiful historic landmark into a stupid modern town!
Oh, I didn't realize what we were doing. You're right. I'm very sorry. I will right this wrong.
The mayor then pulled the Kraken eye from the satellite and came over to me.
I believe this belongs to you, Kraken.
Thanks? I grabbed the eye, which caused me to begin to upgrade again. I grew even larger, gained 5 more hearts, and now my senses were incredibly heightened like a warden's. Whoa! On top of that, I can now shoot out a powerful sonic boom whenever I wanted. Sweet! Thanks! I began to head back home when the Murloc came swimming up to me.
Hey, don't leave me here with these freak shows. Take me with you.
Yeah, sure. I'm always happy to add another person to my team. Come with me. On days 19 to 21, I returned to my base with the Murloc. I built him up a nice fishy home with his own jukebox so that he could finally relax. It's no city, but it's a home.
Thank you, Fozo. We will treasure it greatly.
I then went over and added another large skulk tentacle to the base, one step closer to becoming the strongest sea creature in the world. Suddenly, my enhanced senses heard loud sounds coming from the distance. What was that? I quickly went outside and my warden senses let me see super long distances. As I got closer, I saw that the pirates were locked in a battle with the Megalodon.
Hold fast, men. We almost got her.
Blackbeard's fleet was dealing some serious damage to it, and I knew they were just too strong. I can't confront them like this. I have to get the rest of the Kraken parts. With another massive fight, the Megalodon sunk one of the ships.
Yar! That's our opening. Fire!
And because of this, they were able to take it down. No!
Captain, what about the other ship?
Leave it. We got the bounty I was hunting for. Hoist the sail.
The remaining ships then began to sail off. I won't let you get away with this. I looked down in the water to see a sunken pirate ship. Could another warden part be there? On days 22 to 26, I continued to swim down until I reached the shipwreck graveyard. All around me were ships that sank to the bottom of the ocean. This place gives me the creeps. I started to look around for any signs of a skulk chest. And while I searched, I felt like someone was watching me. When I finally found the newly sunken ship, I saw that no one was left inside. I was so sure this was the right one. Just then, from behind me, I heard something. Wah! I saw that all of Blackbeard's old crew had become undead skeletons. Wah! Stay back!
Hey, that's not very nice. We just died, you know.
Oh, sorry. Wait a minute. Do you guys know where you were keeping the next Kraken parts?
The Kraken part? I don't remember where we put it.
So you did have one, but you don't remember?
When you die, all your memories leave you. How about we make a deal? If you help us remember, then we'll give you the Kraken part after we remember where it is.
Deal. Now, how am I supposed to find your memories?
We forgot.
Oh, come on!
Oh, wait! I do remember something. I heard rumors of an ancient spirit nearby. She might be able to help you. Here, you can have this map.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. On days 27 to 29, after following their map, I left the shipwreck graveyard and entered a dead coral forest and saw that strange lights started to travel across the water alongside me. Whoa, what are those? Suddenly, I started hearing voices coming from them. Is that Blackbeard?
Swab the deck, you useless scallywags!
These must be the undead pirate memories. I tried my best to grab the lights, but I couldn't hold on to them. They just continued to swim past me though, deeper into the forest. How am I supposed to collect them? I decided to follow the memories, but when I did, I saw a mysterious cave entrance made entirely out of dead coral. Aha! I've got you now! But before I could enter, my newly upgraded senses allowed me to see the memories started to form into sea wraiths.
Get me that Kraken!
That can't be good! On days 30 to 32, I had to defend myself from the attacking sea wraiths. Because of their ghastly form, my Kraken tentacles and bite attacks didn't do anything to them. Luckily, with my new sonic booms though, I was able to knock them back. Okay, somebody help me!
Bad spirits, bad! All of you get off him!
All the attacking spirits stopped and made a way for me to walk towards the cave. Thanks?
Come here, Kraken. I want to see you with my own eye.
That's not creepy at all. I cautiously made my way through the cave until coming up to the surface of a hidden cove. There at the center was a tree spirit.
You must be the Warden Kraken I keep hearing about. What brings you to my forest?
It's those memories. I need to return them to the pirates to get one of my Kraken parts.
I will grant your request, but only if you can complete my challenge. If you succeed, I'll give you their memories, but if you lose, I get to keep yours.
All right, you creepy tree. Whatever it takes.
You must pick at least 3 dead apples from above my head. Good luck. Ha 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 ha!
On days 33 to 35, I started to run around the room. Okay, just gotta get 3 apples. How hard could it be? The giant tree, though, then blasted me with a powerful attack, knocking me away. Yeah! Okay, not easy. The tree shot at me again, so I shot out my sonic boom, interrupting their attack and causing 1 dead apple to fall to the ground. Aha!
Beginner's luck!
The tree kept unleashing attacks, making me dodge back. But because of all of our movements, another apple fell loose. Number 2, just 1 more. I ran up for the apple, but I can't pick it up. It's fake?
Ha 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 ha!
Yeah! From another hit, I was down to low hearts. No, I have to win this.
Your memories are as good as mine now!
The tree shambled towards me, but I had an idea and slammed the ground with my skulk tentacle. This sent me flying upwards, and because of this, I grabbed 2 more apples in 1 go. Yes, I did it!
Very clever, little Kraken. I am a spirit of my word. The memories are yours.
As I left, I saw that the glowing orbs gathered around me. All right, just follow me and no one try to eat my soul, okay? The memories all listened as I led them back to the shipwreck graveyard. When I arrived, all the lights floated into the undead pirates, restoring their memories.
Oh, I remember now. That Blackbeard left us to die to the Megalodon. What happened to no pirate left behind?
I believe we had a deal. Where's the next Kraken part?
Right, it's, oh yeah, over there.
The undead pirates cleared the rubble to expose the captain quarters of their sunken ship. Of course, there, sitting on the desk, was a skulk chest with a Kraken heart. I grabbed it, which caused me to upgrade. I now had 25 hearts and could now launch out my tentacle like a grappling hook. Woohoo!
Wait, take us with you.
On days 36 to 39, I led the undead pirates back to my base. I helped them move their sunken ship into the bay to act as their new home. Are you sure you want to stay in this ship? I mean, didn't you guys die in it?
This ship was our home, and I think it's best if it stays that way. But don't worry, we're part of the Kraken crew now.
Aye, aye. I then went over and built up another skulk tentacle. I just need to find my last 2 Kraken parts. But then, one of the undead pirates came running up to me.
Fozo, I just remembered something. Blackbeard, he was planning another raid for after he killed the Megalodon. If you go now, you might be able to catch him.
Thanks. Where is he going to go? I swam out of the base and followed the pirates' directions to a distant shoreline, only to see that the Blackbeard pirates were running back onto their ship.
Aye, mateys, another successful plunder. Hoist the sails!
On his command, they began to sail off. And as they were, I noticed that there were cages holding my parents. No, I have to try to save them. I swam as fast as I could and used my new ability to pull myself up to the cages. Mom, Dad!
Fozo, no, you shouldn't be here.
As he said this, a pirate noticed me from the back of their ship.
Hey, Captain, the little Warden Kraken is back.
Oh no! On days 40 to 44, the pirates unleashed a rain of bullets at me from the deck of their ship. Yeah! No!
We believe in you.
I'll save you soon, I promise! As the pirates are fighting me, I noticed that a creature escaped from their ship with the skulk chest on his back? What the? Where are you going? I swam after the creature until we made it to a vile swamp. And there on the shoreline was the chest. Are you wearing it as a shell?
Hey, what you following me for?
You just stole that chest, and I need what's inside of it.
Finders keepers, loser!
The crab then started to scurry off into the swamp. Hey! Using my tentacles, I grappled closer and was able to cut him off. But as I landed, I noticed the disgusting swamp water. Oh, what is up with this place?
That's exactly why I need this shell. I need protection from this stupid poison swamp. My home used to be a beautiful place of warm algae, but now it's a dump. All because of that stupid witch.
A witch did this? hearts. Well, how about a deal? If I can save your home from whatever's happening here, will you give me that chest?
Well, yeah, but good luck, pal. That lady isn't gonna like you messing with her plans.
On days 45 to 47, I began to search around the vile swamp. But the deeper I went, the worse the place started to look and smell. Yeah! Suddenly, a deceased frog leapt up onto a lily pad. Ah! Oh my, did the witch do this to you? Look, I'm trying to take her down. Do you know where she is? The frog stared at me and croaked, causing more frogs to come out. So are you guys gonna help me or? But the frogs all then began to fire out poisonous blasts at me. Ah! They were much smaller than me, but their relentless attacks started to wear down on my hearts. I swiped at them with my massive tentacles, taking some down and causing the rest to run away. Yeah, that's what I thought. I noticed that some of the frogs had dropped some strange goo. What is... Ah! It was even worse than the water. As I looked up, I noticed a smoke signal in the distance. What could that be? I followed the smoke to a massive cauldron in the heart of the swamp, and I could see now. This was where all of the deceased water was coming from. On days 48 to 52, no one was in sight, so I began to go towards the cauldron, where I saw two large pipes feeding strange liquid into it. All right, I need to cut off the supply to save this swamp. I ran over to the first pipe and smashed it open with my bite attack. Perfect. But on my way over to the other pipe, don't you dare! The frog's loud croak echoed through the swamp as I heard a mad cackle in the distance.
I'm coming, dearie.
The witch. I better hurry. I ran to the second pipe and destroyed it as well. But before I could break the cauldron, I was blasted back by a magical spell. Gah! There, appearing from the tree line, was the witch.
Ah, a Warden Kraken? Do you know how valuable your parts are for my potions?
I'm not really here to find out, so turn that thing off. You're gonna destroy the entire swamp.
Destroy? I like to think I'm making it better.
As she said this, a horde of deceased frogs hopped out into the opening.
Kill the squid!
They began to unleash their attacks at me again from all directions. I quickly began to take them out though. But that's when the witch began to fire her powerful magic attacks as well. Yeah! Oh no, I'm stuck! The witch began to get angry and jumped up to the lip of the cauldron to unleash an even more powerful attack. Before I was hit, something cut me out of the vines. What the?
Hurry! Move!
The crab and I took cover behind a tree just in time. You saved me?
This ain't about you. It's about saving my home. I realized you're the best chance I got.
All right, well, I think I have an idea. I ran out into the open from the tree to grab the witch's attention. Hey, you! The witch looked over and continued to berate me with her spells. I barely managed to dodge her attacks and fired back at her with my own.
That is your plan? What do you think you're going to do?
No, I was just a distraction.
What?
While she was paying attention to me, the crab had collected some of the frog's goop into a potion bottle.
This is for destroying my beautiful home!
On days 57 to 59, the hermit crab threw the bottle of stinky goop right at the witch.
Ah, it's in my eyes! My eyes!
She ran around wildly until falling right into her own cauldron.
I'm melting!
With the witch dealt with, I was finally able to run up and slam down into the massive cauldron, destroying it for good. Yeah! Instantly, the swamp around us began to turn back to normal, and the frogs too. Ah!
Calm down, it's over.
We did it. Thanks again for the help.
Of course, that witch needed to go. Oh yeah, our deal.
With that, the crab put down the chest, and in it was a kraken shell. I picked it up, and because of this, I began to upgrade again. I gained 5 more hearts, and my body was now way stronger. Awesome.
Oh man, I was in there the whole time?
Yeah, sorry.
It's all right. Well, I better get going. I gotta find a new shell to impress the ladies.
Hold on a sec. I think I have a better idea. On days 60 to 63, I returned back to the base with the hermit crab. I made sure to build him up a nice and secure shell home so that he could live safely. How's this for a new shell?
Oh my! Thank you so much, Fozo!
Don't mention it. With that, I got an idea. I went to work building up more defenses around the base so that we could have better protection, and then also added another kraken tentacle as well. Perfect. But I then heard someone calling out to me from above the water.
Hey, Fozo!
I went up to the surface to see the piglins were floating up in their airship.
When me and the boys were out scouting, we saw some crazy trench out in the water, and it looked really, skulky-like.
That must be the deep dark trench. That place definitely has the last kraken piece. It's far too dangerous to go alone. I'm coming with you.
All right then, lead the way. With the help of Billy and the piglins' directions, we made it to a skulk-infested area with a small crack along the ground. What the? Is this the trench?
I swore I heard it was cooler than this.
Suddenly, popping out of the ground around us were two large skulk eels.
What did you say about my trench?
Uh-oh.
You dare come to my deep dark trench and say such horrible things? Hey, we've been over this. It's my trench.
What are you talking about? This is barely a crack in the ground.
How dare you? You know, if you ask nicely, we may have just let you in. Now, you must give us an offering of one skulk ink sack.
Where in the world do I find that? Just then, off in the distance was a faint glow of a skulk glow squid.
Better catch him fast. He's a crafty one.
I swam off towards the squid, but when it noticed me, it began to freak out and swim away faster than ever. Whoa, get back here. I began to chase after the squid as it used the coral reefs and anything it could to evade me. But then Billy swam over to cut it off.
I got it! I got it!
But the squid was too fast and dodged out of the way.
Sorry about that.
It began to laugh. Hey, stop it! Yeah! I shot out my warden boom, taking him down. And because of this, he dropped one skulk ink sack. All right, let's go see what this trench really is. On days 69 to 73, Billy and I brought the ink sack back to the large eels. Here you go. One of the eels ate it in one bite.
Nothing like glow squid in the morning. Hey, we were supposed to share that. Well, maybe if you just...
Hey, can we get into the trench now?
Oh, right. A deal's a deal.
With that, the sea floor began to shake as the small crack widened to a large trench. Whoa. Billy and I swam down into the trench to find that at the bottom was a massive underwater ancient city. All throughout were skulk tendrils and sensors. I felt connected to the whole cavern. We continued to swim over to the other end of the city, where I saw a sunken skulk chest with the Kraken soul, the last Kraken part. I was about to swim over to it when I heard a skulk sensor go off beside me. I dodged back, only to see a massive manta ray tried to hit me. Hey!
You should not be here. This place is a curse. And that item, you are not ready to wield it.
Yes, I am. I needed to stop Captain Blackbeard and his pirates.
You don't understand. That soul is not just one soul, but the souls of all the Krakens the pirates have slain over the years. You must prove to me your worth before you may take it.
All right, whatever it takes. I'm ready.
You must swim around the city and activate the 3 skulk sensors on the bone platforms.
Sounds easy enough.
Well, I tried to hunt you.
Oh, okay. On days 74 to 77, I swam around the city as fast as I could as the giant manta ray chased behind me. They were doing everything they could to stop me and shot out a crazy beam of energy. I managed to activate the first sensor though, but as I turned, the ground below me gave out. Oh no, no! Magma blocks! I was beginning to be pulled down and held in place, but I knew what I was fighting for and used my tentacles to pull myself out of the stream. The manta ray was still chasing me though and broke a large portion of rock above me that came crashing down. But Billy broke through the rubble.
Keep going, Bozo! I got you!
The manta ray then unleashed a crazy ability that hypnotized Billy?
The one to obtain this power cannot rely on anyone else, only yourself.
I swam over and activated the second sensor just as Billy came in to bite me. Ah! Billy was extremely fast and kept biting at my tentacles. Dude, stop! Because of this, the manta ray was now able to easily hit me head on, putting me down to low hearts.
Not everyone is made for this, Kraken. You are not worthy.
No, I have to be. They charged in, but not before I used my sonic boom to hit the final sensor, activating it. Yes, I did it.
I see you have proven me wrong. You may grab the soul, but know that your trail is far from over.
I went over and grabbed the Kraken soul, but as I touched it, my vision started to fade away. My eyes opened, and I was now floating in a dark area with nothing around me. Whoa, where am I?
You are
Trespassing in our very soul.
I turned around to see 3 Kraken souls had appeared behind me.
We can sense your rage, young one.
This journey of vengeance will get you nowhere.
No, you don't get it. Blackbeard and his pirates have killed countless sea monsters for their stupid treasure. He needs to be stopped. Suddenly, I felt skulk tentacles grab me from below and start to pull me downwards into darkness. Wait!
What happens after you defeat Blackbeard? Will you rule the seas and rule with the same ruthless rage?
No, I just want to...
What are you fighting for, Bozo?
I thought back to all my friends, my family, my parents. I want to save my parents. I want to protect them, to protect them all. As I said this, I was released from the tendrils and floated back up to the Krakens. I'll protect the sea like all the Krakens before me as the Warden Kraken. The Krakens all nodded as I began to be pulled out of the vision. On days 81 to 85, my vision returned back to the ancient city in my fully upgraded form. I now had 35 hearts and the ability to summon skulk tentacles that could take down entire ships. I was now the strongest sea creature in the world. Awesome! I then looked towards Billy and the manta ray. Let him go.
As you wish, Warden Kraken.
With that, the manta ray released his control over Billy.
Congratulations, Kraken. It seems you are truly ready.
Thank you for testing me first. All right, Billy, are you ready?
I'll follow you anywhere, boss.
On days 86 to 90, Billy and I were making our way back to base when we saw Blackbeard's fleet. What are they doing here?
Captain, gunpowder is stocked and cannons are being loaded.
Yes! It's time to destroy that Warden Kraken once and for all.
You monster! What did we ever do to you?
You beasts are the only thing keeping me from sailing the seas freely. Don't act so innocent now. You're a monster. You would have sunk in every one of my fleets if you had the chance.
Our boy is gonna stop you. You don't stand a chance against him.
We'll see about that. Batten down the hatches now! We sail out for the Kraken's den at first light!
They must have found my base. We have to get back there now. On days 91 to 94, Billy and I quickly made it back to our base to prepare for war. I built up the final skulk tentacle inside, finally completing it. Now, that's what I'm talking about.
Bozo, what's going on? We got a lot of ships heading this way.
That's right. Blackbeard found us. There's no time to run. Here, we fight.
Boys, get the big one ready.
Bozo, I don't like this.
Yeah, what are we gonna do?
It's okay, everyone. I'm gonna keep you guys all safe.
We will keep you safe. Just stay here within the gate.
It was then that I heard Blackbeard call out from the ocean.
Prepare to be raided, you beasts.
they're here. It's time to end this. On days 95 to 99, I swam out to see Blackbeard's entire fleet sail up towards my base.
Off the bow, men! You won't get away this time, Kraken!
I'm not planning on running, Blackbeard. I'm gonna make you pay for what you've done.
Don't make me laugh. You don't have the firepower to match my fleet. And before long, your parents' parts will be sold to the highest bidder.
Bozo, don't let him get to you.
We believe in you.
Fire!
With that, his fleet began to blast out all of their cannons directly at me. Explosions were happening all around, and I just couldn't match their attacks. Yeah! I looked up just in time to see the Piglin's airship raining down fire on some of the ships. Yeah! Then the undead pirates swam up and boarded them from the other side.
Hello again.
Abandon ship!
They're just fish! Stand and fight!
Blackbeard turned around to see that Billy had snuck behind him and freed my parents from their cages.
No! Forget it! Hoist the sails!
Blackbeard's main ship then started to sail away. Mom! Dad!
Oh, my son, we're so proud of you.
But Bozo, you need to stop Blackbeard. He can't be left just to come for us another day.
You're right. I got him. On day 100, I swam after Blackbeard's ship. I won't let you get away. I struck the underside of his boat and stayed underwater out of sight.
What was that? Check the hole! We need to keep moving!
Before they can sail any further, I summon my new Skulk tentacles to take down all of his crew.
All right, you skulky devil. Come at me!
Blackbeard jumped on the deck, causing a powerful volley of cannonballs to shoot straight towards me. Ah! I dove back down and came up on the other side. Take this! Blackbeard was not giving up easily, though. He fired everything he could at me, using his massive cannon to his advantage. More of the gas from all of those days ago started to spread around me, but this time, I was prepared. I dove back under the water and waited for it to fade away.
Just as I thought, the baby Kraken has ran back to its den. No one can stop Captain Blackbeard.
What was that?
I've got you right where I want you.
He was about to fire another barrage at me, but I struck out at all the masts of his ship, almost completely destroying it.
Yeah, no, this can't be happening. You're just a stupid fish. I am the Pirate King!
I'm the Warden Kraken, the defender of the seven seas, and you were never gonna rule this place. Using up all of my strength, I summoned even more Skulk tentacles that tore Blackbeard's ship in half.
No!
And with that, Blackbeard was finally defeated for good, and the entire ocean could finally live in peace. On day 1, I spawned in as a baby warden shark. I was in an underwater ancient city and watched as my fellow warden sharks were being attacked by an army of drowned. What's going on?
Son, over here!
I saw both of my parents and quickly started to make my way over to them.
Quickly, we must escape before...
Just then, a swarm of drowned shot up from the depths, capturing my parents. Mom? Dad? No! The Drowned King then emerged from the swarm, and I quickly hid to avoid his detection.
Another domain falls to the ground. Come, my army. Let us conquer the next.
This can't be happening. As the horde swam away from the ancient city, I chased after them. I have to save my parents. I continued to follow them into the next day until I found myself in front of a massive underwater fortress. There were drowned everywhere. How am I gonna get past them? I then noticed my parents at the top of the building in front of the Drowned King.
Irritating creatures, you shall be free no longer. Bow before the might of the drowned.
The king shot a powerful blast and suddenly transformed them both into drowned sharks. No! The Drowned King heard my cry and snapped around.
Another one? Bring me that warden shark!
My parents then immediately shot towards me with the intent to kill. Oh no, I have to get out of here. I was too small and weak to do anything but swim away, with my zombified parents closing in right behind me. By day 3, I was swimming as fast as I could, but my parents were catching up. I was trying to use the nearby kelp to lose them, but nothing was working. Think, Fozo. Think! I noticed a nearby cave and dove in just before my dad could land a bite. Whew. I'm finally safe. Just as I was beginning to relax, the entryway was destroyed, revealing both of my parents. No, please, it's me, your son. They were about to attack me when suddenly a dolphin swam in between us. My parents lunged at him, but he was able to easily evade them and hit them with a special attack.
Follow me, little warden shark!
I was graced with the incredible speed from the dolphin, and we quickly swam away, finally escaping my drowned family. Once we were in a safe space, the dolphin introduced himself as Raiden.
I'm glad to see that one warden shark survived the attack. I've been spying on the drowned king for a while now, and witnessed your city fall.
Then you saw my parents get turned into monsters. I have to save them. He told me that I was far too weak to fight anything, let alone the drowned king's army.
I know of 5 ancient hearts of the skull. Each one you possess will make you stronger in different ways, but I only know where one of them is.
If I find them all, then I'll be strong enough to defeat the drowned king and save my parents. Where do I begin? The next day, Raiden led me through a cave until we came across an opening that led to a large temple. We went inside and found a heart of the skulk sitting on a pedestal in the middle of a room. Perfect! I then swam towards it.
Fozo, wait!
As I grabbed the heart, the area began to shake violently before drowned guardians broke through the temple walls. We were completely surrounded and things looked hopeless. But then I felt something growing from inside of me. I grew into an adult-sized warden shark and gained 5 more hearts. I felt so strong. As the guardians began to attack, I realized that I had a powerful warden bite. They were strong, but with my new ability, I was able to eventually take them all down. Man, and with no hearts to spare.
See, this is why you're so important, Fozo. You are the only one who can use these skull cards, and with them, we can finally end the Drowned King's reign.
Together, we left the temple, but were quickly interrupted by a rumbling noise. Wait, Raiden, do you hear something? We both turned around, only to see a massive wave barreling towards us.
Swim!
We tried to swim as fast as we could, but found ourselves swept away into a powerful wave, causing me to pass out. On day 5, I slowly woke up in a cove. What happened? I noticed that my hearts were really low. Did that wave almost kill us?
Fozo, I sense another wave on its way. We have to shelter ourselves now.
You're right. I quickly noticed a sunken ship in the cove and collected materials from it before making a set of stone tools. I was even able to find some emeralds and iron in the chest. From there, I got enough materials to start making myself and Raiden a large underwater shelter. I even added a wall alongside the coast to prevent any other tidal waves from hitting us. Just as I finished, I heard a large slam.
Looks like you finished just in time, Fozo.
I then noticed my hunger was getting low. Using my new bite ability, I went around the bottom of the ocean and hunted down some fish. This ability is amazing. I wonder if each heart of the skulk will give me a new one. As I finished eating, Raiden and I heard a noise coming from the surface. I looked around and saw a huge wooden object. What can that be? I swam up on day 6 and peeked out of the water to see a massive ship floating in front of me. It looks like it's full of pirates? I then looked over and saw the captain talking to none other than the Drowned King.
Yar, it be a deal.
Then the water's surface now belongs to you, Captain Deadbeard. Take this book and guard it with your life. If it is combined with the sacred skulk artifacts, then our drowned curse can be broken, which can't happen.
The king tossed the pirate captain a strange-looking book. Wait, if I have that, then I can save my family.
And be on the lookout for a baby warden shark. He escaped my new pets.
Pets? Those are my parents. I got angry and swam closer to the boat, but suddenly was pulled under the surface. What's happening? I noticed that there was a large patch of magma blocks. I began taking damage damage. This isn't good. Luckily, I was able to break free before I lost too many hearts. When I re-emerged, though, I saw the ship sailing away. No, I couldn't let them get away. I have to get that book. I continued to follow the ship into the next day until it eventually docked by land. Finally, now to sneak on board. Unfortunately, there was no way for me to reach the deck from the water. While searching for an alternative route in, one of the pirates spotted me.
Ahoy! That's Warden Shark BOE here!
A bunch of pirates then rushed out from the ship and started shooting at me. I have to get out of here. I pushed myself back into the water and quickly swam down while dodging their bullets. I need to get stronger before I can take them on. Just then, I noticed the clownfish watching me from behind some kelp. Hey, buddy, do you know?
Don't eat me!
The fish bolted away. Hey, wait! I'm not gonna hurt you!
No way! I'm not falling for that!
Finally, I cornered the little guy in a small cave. Hey man, I'm not hungry, okay? I'm just looking for some hearts of the skulk. Do you know anything about them?
You mean you're not gonna eat me?
The fish seemed suspicious of me, but then swam closer.
Yeah, okay, sure. I know about a heart, but if I help you, then you gotta help me with something.
Deal. What do you need help with? On day 8, the clownfish brought me to a coral reef. Oh, wow. This place is beautiful.
My home is down there, and I was taken over by the drowned. If you help me retrieve my joke book, I'll take you to the heart. I'm a clownfish. I need my jokes.
We began to swim down when I saw a movement behind the coral. What the? Suddenly, drowned eels swam right for us.
Oh, no!
I went in and fought them. Their attacks were tough, but with my new warden bite, I can tell it was severely damaging them. After a little while, I was finally able to take them all down.
Wow, thanks, man. These waters are getting dangerous. To be honest, you're the first non-drowned guy I've seen in a while.
Yeah, well, you're the first fish that I haven't wanted to eat. You should stick with me. Us survivors gotta stick together, right? I could tell that the clownfish was grateful. Both him and I went inside his small, broken home before I went into a nearby chest. Just as he said, there was his joke book.
Thanks, Warden Shark. I don't know what I would do without this. The name's Marlton.
Of course. Now, you said you can show me towards the next heart? The clownfish nodded and started to lead the way. On days 9 to 10, we reached a strange crevice in the middle of the ocean. Whoa. What is this place? Marlton brought me further down until he beelined it out of nowhere. Hey, why would he just leave me? Was this a trap? I heard a loud noise coming from the bottom of the cave and decided to follow it. I reached an underwater cave tunnel. While traveling, I managed to find some iron alongside the cave walls. With it, I smelted some and crafted myself some iron armor and tools for my journey. Who knows what's ahead? I kept going until I reached an opening. This has to be where the sound was coming from. All of a sudden, a huge creature slowly started to rise behind me. I turned around, only to see a giant killer whale staring me down. The killer whale said nothing and immediately started to attack me.
Leave my home at once!
I tried to fight back, but I could tell my bites weren't doing that much damage to it. Okay, I'm leaving. I was swimming away, and the whale was charging right behind me. On days 11 to 12, I managed to find a small crack in the cave wall. I quickly went through it, which bought me enough time to escape the killer whale. Phew, that was close. I kept going until I found an underwater room that was holding the second heart of the skulk. Wow, I guess Marlton was telling the truth. I swam over and picked it up. My scales then changed, and I gained 5 more hearts. I feel so much stronger. My celebration, though, was cut short because the killer whale blasted through one of the cave walls. You've got to be kidding me. The whale charged in, but thanks to my increase in strength, I was putting up a way better fight. The whale even noticed this and started to flee away. Yeah, that should teach you not to mess with the warden shark. I was leaving the crevice when Marlton reappeared. Oh, there you are. Thanks for the backup back there.
Sorry. I had stage fright, I guess. But looks like you've gotten stronger. I told you I know where it was. I just wish I still had a home.
Come on, Marlton. I think I know a perfect spot for your new one. On days 13 to 14, I began building up Marlton's new house at our cove. He was quite small, so I wasn't too worried about the size of it. And done. How do you like it?
Say, thanks, Fozo. This place looks great. All that's missing now is a small stage to do my little comedy shows. I can't wait.
That sounds amazing. I quickly left to go check on Raiden, but to my surprise, he wasn't home. I wonder where he could be. I thought back to the pirate and knew if I wanted to find that book, I would have to find a way to get on land. I looked at the shoreline, and for some odd reason, I had the urge to walk on the beach. Once I did, something began to happen. Thanks to my second upgrade, my body changed, and 2 legs sprouted out, giving me the ability to walk. Ah! I began taking my first steps. Okay, this feels weird. I was making my way further away from the ocean, filled with excitement. I was the first shark with legs? Awesome! My excitement got cut short because I began to realize that I couldn't breathe. My heart started depleting, and I needed to get back to the water fast. Oh no, what do I do? With no water in sight, I knew that I was done for. Right before death, a villager ran in and dumped a bucket of water onto me. Oh, that's so much better. Hey, thanks for the save.
Wow, you are an ugly one, aren't you? Look, I saved you, so don't kill me.
Of course I won't. Would you happen to know a way around this breathing problem I'm facing here?
I may have something. Follow me, ugly shark.
The villager and I hurried over to a coastal village. I was holding my breath as long as I could. He introduced me to another villager in a robe. I explained my problem to him, and he pulled out a special potion.
Well, I do have this permanent potion of air breathing. It's useless to us.
Cool. Can I have it then?
No, idiot. I want emeralds. I'm a villager.
Oh, right. Thankfully for me, I found some days ago. The villager then dropped me the potion. I drank it and immediately felt way better. Awesome! I was quickly interrupted by the sound of a dolphin. Can this be? I left the villagers' homes and made my way to the coast. Sure enough, Raiden was there waiting.
Fozo, there you are! And you have legs. Anyway, listen, that pirate ship we saw earlier, I've been following its trail, and it's currently docked at a shoreline close by.
It is? Maybe with my new legs, I can stand a chance. I left the shoreline and quickly followed Raiden. Sure enough, the pirate ship was exactly where he said it was. If we're able to get that book that holds the cure, we can reverse all of this.
I have an idea. Let's just hope it works.
On days 17 to 18, I used my newly acquired legs and jumped aboard the drowned pirate ship. I looked around and noticed all the pirates were sleeping. I need to stay quiet then. I snuck my way into the captain's quarters just to find the captain himself snoozing in his chair. Right next to him was the magic book. I guess this will be easier than I thought. Oh no.
No, Ma. I don't regret me life choices. You'll never understand me.
That was close. I crept closer and grabbed the book.
What? Ahoy! That blasted warden shark be in me quarters, and he got legs!
Uh-oh. I quickly ran out onto the deck, but found myself cut off by the drowned pirates. They all attacked me, and I did my best to fight them with my warden bite. I even knocked some into the water, where Raiden was waiting to finish them off. Just then, Captain Deadbeard came out of nowhere and knocked me back. I tried to bite him, but it seemed to have little effect, and I soon found myself surrounded by his men.
So, ye thought ye could just take me book and leave, did ye?
Trapped? I had to think fast. I yelled out to Raiden and tossed the book overboard.
No!
The captain then knocked me out before turning to see Raiden escaping with the book.
Curses! You'll pay for what you've done, Warden Shark.
I woke up the next day to find myself locked in a cell. Standing right next to me was a little baby whale. Oh my goodness. Are you okay, little guy?
Hey, mister. No, I haven't had water in days.
He didn't look like he would last much longer. Why would those savages do this?
Why, to strengthen our army, of course. The Drowned King and I have big plans.
You would even turn this poor baby whale into a monster?
What care be it o' mine? As long as I help the Drowned King, I get to rule the seas above with no competition.
Suddenly, the whole ship began to shake violently. What's going on?
Yar! It be that cursed beast again!
Water then started to pour in as the ship began to crack. Seeing a hole, the baby whale and I quickly escaped into the open water. We both turned around to see that a giant drowned jellyfish had crushed the ship and dragged it under the surface. He doesn't seem friendly. The jellyfish must have noticed us because he immediately began to swim in our direction. On days 21 to 23, the drowned jellyfish tried to attack the baby whale. I stepped in and used my bite on it. It looks like even my bite was stronger because this jellyfish was definitely taking some damage.
The drowned king will be happy once you're dead.
I spoke too soon because his attacks hurt a lot. Ah! I thought I was done for when all of a sudden, the giant killer whale I saw previously jumped in. It started to attack the jellyfish as well. With our combined strength, the jellyfish stood no chance and was soon defeated.
You found my precious baby! Mama!
I'm just happy you guys are safe now.
I'm sorry for trying to hurt you before. I thought you worked for that horrible drowned king. He took everything from me.
Well, I'm doing everything in my power to stop him. If you guys need a safe place to stay, then I have the perfect place for that.
Ahoy! You summoned me?
I have been informed that the Warden Shark took the book I ordered you to protect with your life!
But your drowned jellyfish attacked me, and...
Excuses! Kill that shark! It's his head or yours!
All three of us returned back to the cove on days 24 to 26. I quickly found a nice spot for them and made them their own home that was roomy for their size. Looking at the entire cove, I knew that this place was coming along nicely.
Thank you so much for your hospitality.
I was about to say you're welcome when I was quickly interrupted by a joke.
All right. What do you call a fish with no eyes?
Keep working on it, buddy.
I noticed he didn't have a full audience watching, but with the amount of fish we were saving, I knew that that would change soon. I swam over to Raiden, and he was happy to see that I was okay.
I've done lots of readings on this book for the cure. In order to make it, looks like we'll need 3 different skulk items. The skulk magma seeds, the skulk bone, and the skulk tendril. Each seem like they're going to be harder and harder to get, so you should still upgrade as you find them.
Good idea. Where's the first item?
The skulk magma seed is in an ocean that is much hotter than the rest. The Nether. I know of an abandoned portal, but you must get the rest of the resources if you wish to activate it.
Sounds like a plan to me. Where is this portal? On days 27 to 29, I was going to various locations to find the leftover ingredients. Using my new amazing legs, I went on the shoreline and was able to grab myself a flint to make flint and steel. After that, I found the right amount of obsidian down below an underwater cave, and luckily there were enough diamonds for me to make a pick and collect the obsidian. I then made my way over to where the portal was located. This is too easy. I put the blocks on the portal and was about to activate it when...
Would you look at this? The last Warden Shark running away from its destiny!
You hurt my parents! You've hurt many different lives in this ocean. I will do what I have to in order to stop you.
Don't you already see that it's too late? I have this ocean in my grip! Once I have you, it won't stand a chance!
All of a sudden, a bunch of other drowned were summoned around me. Knowing that I had no other choice, I ignited the portal and escaped. I made my way on the other side of the portal and knew that I had to act fast. I quickly pulled my pickaxe out and started to mine the obsidian behind me. Once the portal was broken, I knew that I was safe for now. I looked over and saw a giant lava ocean and made my way over to it. Since I was part warden, it meant that I was immune to lava. I was about to make my way inside of it when...
Hey, you can't enter, man!
Whoa, calm down.
Do not tell me to calm down! You understand how hot-headed I am? Especially after those new lava guys came here and started taking my stuff! All the Striders are never letting anyone roam in these oceans again!
Your stuff?
Yeah, us Striders, we love our golden warped fungus. But we haven't had any since... Man, I can't even remember.
Let's make a deal. I bring you your golden warped fungus back, and you let me into your oceans. What do you say? On days 33 to 35, I made my way through the nether looking for the golden fungus. I followed the Strider's instructions and made it to a tall-looking tower. I wonder who stole their food. Right before I made my way inside, I was quickly stopped by a horde of lava drowned. You guys are here too? Every attack they hit dealt some serious fire damage to me. I attacked bite after bite until I took down the last one. From the looks of things, he dropped a key. I picked up the key and then noticed a locked door. I wonder where this leads. I opened the passageway and made my way up the tower. I made it to the rooftop and there was someone there waiting for me.
Who dare disturbs me?
So, are you the one who took the Strider's fungus? The skeleton didn't listen to me though and began to attack. It shot out attacks that withered my hearts away. I tried to get close to bite, but it always had the upper hand with its long range. What am I supposed to do? Suddenly, I looked over and saw that the skeleton was guarding the third heart of the skulk. Perfect! Knowing that I was low, I made my way over and absorbed it. Like last time, I had a huge sensation of power that emerged within me. I gained 5 more hearts and now had a sick trident. The skeleton continued to attack, but with my new trident, I was able to throw it at her, greatly weakening her. With one more throw, the skeleton was down. I then looked down and saw that she dropped the golden fungus. Lava Ocean, here I come. On days 36 to 38, I returned to the Strider and gave him his golden fungus.
Oh yeah, baby, this is the stuff. You are allowed entry.
Now that I was in the ocean, I swam my way through, being able to explore many new areas. I followed my instincts until I was met by a lava ocean nether city. The place looked really run down and even had vines hanging low off the roofs. A loud rumble started to fill the area, and that's when I looked up and noticed a bat on one of the towers. Hey, is everything all right?
Oh, I didn't realize anyone was here. I used to be able to enjoy the view of my beautiful town, and now it's a mess because of these blinding vines.
Wait, how can you see? You know what? Never mind.
I know why you are here, Warden Shark. You seek the first ingredient, the Skulk Magma Seed, to aid you in your quest. I shall give it to you, but only if you help me get rid of these things.
Sounds like a deal. I swam around and looked up. How am I supposed to reach those? I then came up with an idea. Using my new trident, I was able to throw it at the vines, which caused them to break. I threw it one by one until eventually all of them were gone.
Thank you so much. A deal is a deal.
The bat then dropped down and handed me over the first ingredient for the cure, the Skulk Magma Seed. Perfect. The next day, I exited the nether through another portal and I found myself in a new cave. I decided to explore for more resources and found diamond ore to craft myself a full set of armor. Sweet. I then made my way out and immediately noticed movement to my right. Who's there? I heard it again and turned to see my parents swimming right after me. Oh no! I didn't have time to react and was attacked by both of them. Mom! Dad! I don't want to fight you, please! I have to get out of here! I struggled and quickly swam away, but they were closing in right behind me. Wait a minute. I think I have an idea. Follow me, guys. On days 42 to 44, I arrived at my base, and they were still right behind me. Someone, help! Raiden swam out. He then built up a cage. Perfect. I swam as close as I could to it, and at the last second, I turned, causing my parents to swim right into it. Raiden then closed it off. Phew! That was a close one. Thanks.
Bold move, Fozo. What now?
Now, we just have to cure them. Hold on. I noticed that there were more fish than the last time I was here. What gives?
Oh, they're all here to see my comedy shows.
I looked around the base, and all of the other fish seemed to be happy and laughing with each other. I guess this place has become a safe space from the horrors of the Drowned King. I got to work with others to build up houses for all of the new residents. Well, all but one. A seal approached us and seemed to be having a problem.
I hear you're looking for a heart of the Skulk. I've been separated from my team, but if you find them for me, they'll be able to help you. Tell them Johnson sent you.
I agreed. Not only can I get another heart of the Skulk, but I can help out another sea animal. Raiden swam over because he overheard.
I'm coming too.
We traveled into the following day as the waters began to get colder. Brrr. The quick change in temperature seemed to be too much for Raiden, and he wanted to rest. I jumped up on land and placed down a campfire to warm us up.
Thanks for the warmth, Fozo. I won't be long.
I can tell something was off. Hey, are you okay?
No, I am an old broken dolphin, Fozo. When the drowned attacked my kind, my son, he was turned against me. All I could do was swim away. I lost the one thing dearest to me, and I'll stop at nothing to see the drowned king defeated.
I'm so sorry, Raiden. Once I've grown strong enough, we'll defeat him together. As we continued our way through the Tundra River, we suddenly saw Drowned running straight for us. Oh no! Wait, they're swimming past us? Where are they going? Ow! A barrage of snowballs began to rain down on us. Ow! 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 It was too much, and both of us were frozen.
Thompson, take this intruder to the holding cell.
On days 48 to 50, I found myself stuck in ice with two weird seals staring back. The seals broke the ice around my face and began yelling at me.
Why are you helping the drowned?
Where is your king hiding? He has completely ruined our organization here, and we will stop at nothing to stop him.
Hey, I'm not with them. I'm trying to defeat the drowned king. The seals didn't believe it and kept interrogating me. Johnson, he sent me.
Johnson? I'll be. He's telling the truth, Navy SEALs.
Navy SEALs? Oh. They broke me out of the ice, and I realized that Raiden was missing. Where is he? The SEALs seemed confused and explained that they only found me. What? I ran back outside, but he was nowhere in sight.
You know, there's a camp just down the river converting fish life into the drowned. And if I'm being honest, we have a suspicion that that is where the next heart of the skulk is located.
Maybe he was there. I have to save him. I jumped into the river and swam towards the camp. Once I arrived, I saw drowned everywhere. I was about to swim in when a freaky drowned beast burst into the camp.
Intruder! Kill!
I tried to fight him, but my attacks were barely doing anything. This guy was just way too strong for me. He was dealing so much damage. How am I supposed to defeat this thing?
Hooah!
The Navy SEALs suddenly jumped in and started beating the monster back. Yes, it looked like we were going to win, but the beast jumped up and slammed down, cracking a hole in the ground that sucked me through. Wait, no! On days 51 to 53, I got up to find myself trapped in a maze of ice. Where am I? I wandered throughout the halls until I reached a giant room filled with platforms above a void. I better not fall down there. There was an important looking door of skulk waiting on the other side. I guess I gotta use my shark legs. I began jumping from platform to platform. It was hard and I almost fell. Ah! Oh, that was close. Finally, I managed to make it across safely. I tried opening the door, but it wouldn't budge. That's when it hit me. The door was made out of skulk? Could it be that easy? I tried using my warden bite and the door opened. As I entered through, I saw a heart of the skulk waiting for me on a pedestal. Grabbing it, I immediately gained 5 more hearts and even grew a little in size. I felt so much stronger and had a new ability. Perfect. Now time to take down that giant drowned monster. I emerged from the depths the next day and saw the SEAL team still battling. They looked like they wouldn't last much longer. I jumped in and took a hit for one of the SEALs. It did some damage, but I still had plenty of hearts. Time to test this bad boy. I used my new lightning shout ability, which summoned a lightning bolt on him and sent him reeling back. While he was stunned, I took a few bites out of him, and before he could react, I finished him off with another lightning bolt. I feel so much stronger now. As he fell, he dropped a strange skulk bone on the floor. I ran to pick it up and realized it was the second of the 3 parts I needed for the cure. The SEAL team thanked me for the save and offered to come back to the base.
We can help protect your people from the drowned.
Awesome. We'll need all the help we can get.
Sire, a warden shark has just defeated our main camp. He is within reach of the cure.
This is an outrage! How dare this shark defy my will! Get me Captain Deadbeard at once! We're changing the plan!
On days 57 to 59, the SEALs and I returned to base, and I quickly got to work creating a nice icy area for them to stay at. This cove was really starting to come along. They thanked me for their new home and immediately began patrolling the base for trouble. It's nice to finally have some security around here. I looked over at Raiden's home and knew that I still needed to find him. Where are you, buddy? I decided to venture out and see if I can find any clues. As I was looking around, I saw a dolphin washed up on the shoreline. Wait, Raiden? What happened to you?
Fozo, I'm so happy to see you are okay. When we got separated, I got scared and started to search around for you. But when I did, I got followed by an entire fleet of pirate ships. But thankfully, I was able to lose them.
I'm just glad you're okay. Just then, we heard yelling and turned to see the fleet off in the distance.
Oh no, they found us!
I went out on the following day to confront the pirates. I surfaced, ready for a fight. Back off, or I'll eat every last one of you.
Wait, I just want to make a deal.
A deal? You've tried to kill me. The Drowned Captain explained that he was only working for the Drowned King to betray him.
I don't care about the other drowned. We pirates only care about ourselves and treasure.
Yeah? And why would I care?
The last item ye searching for be hidden with a legendary secret booty, and I be needing the shark's help to get it. I get the loot, ye get the treasure. It be a win-win.
I didn't want to trust him, but knew that I needed that cure more than anything. I jumped on board, and the pirate brought me over to his quarters before showing me a map.
X marks the spot. Our treasure lies at Skull Island, and ye are the only way inside.
On days 63 to 65, Captain Deadbeard and I docked at a dangerous-looking island. We began walking towards a cave.
Those that enter without a shark's bite never live to tell the tale.
Well, that doesn't sound scary at all. I entered and started to go deeper inside. I wonder why this place is so feared. Suddenly, I heard a loud growl. I turned around and saw a giant, deadly shark. The shark started to charge in and attack me. Ah! Back off, man. I'm one of you. It didn't listen, though, and just wanted to kill me. I had no choice and threw my trident at him, which defeated him. I guess that should show you that warden sharks are more powerful. I looked down and noticed that it dropped a key. Maybe with this, we can get into the treasure room. I continued deeper into the caverns. I eventually reached a larger room with a locked fish-shaped door. The key. I placed the key in its eye, and the door opened up, and Captain Deadbeard stepped through.
Arr, about time!
Yeah. It's good to see you too. We walked further into the cave together until we walked through a passageway that revealed an entire room filled with various treasures. Whoa! In the center of it was a pillar that held the final part of the cure, the skulk tendril. I ran over to grab it. With this, I can finally cure my...
Foolish warden shark, never trust a pirate. Soon the Drowned King will be here. You'll be dead, while I rule the surface in peace.
He ran over and pulled the lever, sealing me inside. No! Suddenly, I heard terrifying noises from deep below. What is that? I'm not gonna stay around and find out. I tried biting my way out, but it wasn't working, and the noises were getting louder. Think! I concentrated real hard and used my newest ability. I summoned a lightning bolt down into the bars, destroying them. I'm free! Even though that pirate betrayed me, at least I have the final piece to the cure. Now, time to go save my mom and dad. I returned to base as fast as I could. Raiden, I did it! I got all of the cured items.
Perfect, Fozo! Quick, hand them to me! With the book, I can make the purifier!
I handed the items to Raiden, and he quickly threw me back something. It was the cure. I picked it up and went to my drowned parents. I hope this works. I put it down right in front of them, and it began to suck the curse from them, turning them back into warden sharks.
Son, you saved us!
Mom! Dad!
We are so proud of you.
I'm glad you're okay. My parents explained that while they had been cursed, they learned of the Drowned King's secret operation.
He is up to something, Fozo. Please be careful. We are all in trouble.
The next day, I made my way back to the King Drown's base. My parents said I would find out more deep underground. I noticed that there were many drowned roaming around, so I did what I could to be as stealthy as possible. I found the way down and snuck my way around until I spotted the Drowned King talking to one of his minions.
Sorry, sire. We can't find the Skulk Wave.
The Skulk Wave?
Idiot! If that warden shark gets to it first, he'll be able to free the entire ocean from my spell at once. I won't let that happen! We must enter the deep dark!
The deep dark? In other words, the Warden's dimension. The only way there is through an ancient city. Great. No matter. I have to find a way to before he does. This is how I'm gonna stop the Drowned King. I knew the only way to figure out more about my dimension was to search my old homeland. The last time I was here was when it was completely taken over. Now, it was completely desolate. I noticed the portal in the middle. This is great, but how am I supposed to open this? Just then, I got shot from behind. Ah! I turned around to see Captain Deadbeard before me.
Your escape made me look like a fool in front of the Drowned King. For that, I'll make sure you never leave this city alive.
The captain charged at me and started to shoot at me with his explosives. It's time for payback. I attacked him too. We dealt blow for blow, but his attacks were really strong. Suddenly, I had an idea. I waited for him to attack again, and as soon as he did, I threw my trident through his explosive. Deadbeard was gone, and it looked like he dropped a treasure chest. I placed it on the ground, and suddenly a bunch of treasure started spitting out of it. Whoa! Among it was a weird-looking orb. I have a strange feeling. I swam up to the portal with the orb, and it fully ignited the middle portal in the ancient city. Whoa! Deep dark, here I come. On days 81 to 85, I entered the deep dark. Okay, I just need to find the Skulk Wave. But where could that be? I continued searching until I saw a giant skulk worm fighting off the Drowned King. Oh no, he found a way in. I was about to help, but he quickly was able to defeat it.
It's not here. I must keep searching.
The Drowned King left without noticing me. I quickly made my way over, only to see that he was right. There was nothing here.
Mama?
I heard a noise and turned around, only to see a small little deep dark mob, saddened over the loss of the worm. My goodness, was this your mother?
Yes, she was trying to keep our dimension safe. But that evil drowned man has come and has started to kill everyone for what he wants.
Well, that's why I'm here. I plan to stop him. But first, I need to find the Skulk Wave.
The Skulk Wave? That's what my mama was trying to hide from the evil drowned man. I know where you can find it. Follow me. We must move quick.
On days 86 to 90, my new friend and I went swimming deeper into the deep dark. We were swimming for a while until we found a temple located in the middle of an ocean.
This is where the Skulk Wave should be located.
I told them to stay here while I go in to further investigate. I swam inside and found a pedestal waiting for me. But wait a second. After a second glance, this was the final heart of the Skulk. I took it. I gained 10 more hearts and grew a lot more in size. I noticed that my armor also got transformed into full Warden armor. A new item appeared in my inventory. There it was, the Skulk Wave. I was about to celebrate when I heard a loud commotion outside. I swam back out, only to see my new friend panicking.
Oh, we must go quick. I think the Drowned King is on his way.
You're right, Steep. Come on, let's get out of here. My new friend Steep and I left the dimension and made it back to base. I can tell that he was weirded out by the sunlight. Not used to it, are ya?
No, not at all. But looking around at this place you've built up, I think I'm gonna grow to love it.
I was happy to hear that and decided to build him a small home right next to mine. He was so young. I knew that it would be my responsibility to help raise him. I swam over to my parents and told them the good news.
Son, you could not have made us happier.
This isn't over yet, though. The Drowned King is strong. We can't let our guard down.
They're right. If we want to attack, it has to be now. And it has to be you.
I think it's time. I left the cove, only to see the Drowned King and his army there waiting for me.
So, Warden Shark, I know you have the item. I will not let you do this.
Your time of running this ocean is over. What you did to my parents, to countless families out there, it is unexcusable. And soon, you will learn to regret it.
No, it shall be you that regrets ever facing me and my army.
His army started to swim towards me to attack. Just as they did, I pulled out my Skulk Wave item and ignited it. This caused a huge sound wave to emerge throughout the water, curing any lost soul back to who they once were. Eels, jellyfish, sharks, all of them were back to normal.
Kill the shark!
I swam in and started to attack all of the drowned. There were a lot, but with my new upgrades, they stood no chance against me. Bite after bite, trident after trident, they were all going down like flies. As I killed the last one, I noticed the drowned king retreating. Oh no, you don't. On day 100, I was swimming after the king before he stopped and floated in the center of an arena.
You took everything from me.
No, I took back what was rightfully mine, the ocean.
Let's end this.
The drowned king and I both charged into each other. His attacks were really strong. Every hit he dealt took away a lot of my hearts. I thought I was strong enough. I was getting low and he was about to kill me. Oh, no!
Any last words, you stupid shark?
Leave him alone!
Out of nowhere, Raiden appeared, saving my life. Thank goodness you're here. Let's finish this.
Together!
Raiden and I both went in and started to attack the king at once. The battle was long and one of the most difficult things I've ever had to do. But with Raiden by my side, our damage combined was overwhelming him.
Curse you!
Just like that, the drowned king was defeated. We did it, Raiden. The ocean is our home again. On day 1, I spawned in as a baby warden spider. I watched as there were countless other spiders climbing around. Whoa, is this our spider colony?
Sure is, son. Soon you will learn to love this place. Your new home.
A large hole then formed in the middle of our home, and wither spiders started to swarm inside. The warden spiders tried putting up a fight, but with the wither spiders' deadly wither bites, they stood no chance. No! I then looked over and saw a large wither spider standing in the chaos.
The war between the Wither and Warden spiders has begun. We will expand our territory from the Nether and claim the overworld for ourselves.
I looked around and saw that most of my people had now been withered. It was killing them. No! My shout alerted Witherfang.
Oh, baby spider. Such a shame that you will live such a short life.
Witherfang spit out wither venom at me, but my dad jumped in the way just in time. Dad?
Bozo, run now!
Being the only warden spider that wasn't withered, I knew I had to leave.
Retrieve him now!
On day 2, I was crawling as fast as my 8 legs could. The wither spiders were right behind me and were closing in fast.
Get back here, Warden Spider!
Oh no, how am I supposed to lose them? To make things worse, I ran into a dead end that only led straight up. I guess I have to learn how to climb. Because I was a spider, this came as second nature to me. Look at me go. I was climbing up the wall, still needing to lose the spiders, until I reached a clearing. Thinking quickly, I hid behind some stone blocks, while the withers kept searching up ahead.
I think he went this way.
Phew, that was close. What's behind me? I slowly turned around, only to be face to face with a large, deadly snake. Uh-oh. On day 3, I was looking like snake food. Please, don't attack. My people, my father, they're in trouble.
You should have known better than to come here.
The snake bolted forward and started to attack me. I tried my best to dodge him, but he was extremely fast and strong. I had half a heart left. One more hit and I was done for. Right before the snake could deal his last strike, one of his babies jumped in the way.
Wait, Pops! He's just a baby, just like us. All he wants to be is with his family again.
I could tell the father snake was thinking until he said,
Fine, spider, or my child. I shall help you. I only know of the jungle spiders, though. So I shall take you there, and once I do, we are done.
Thank you. Suddenly, the wither spiders from before broke into the nest. Oh no! They began to charge in, but because of the snake, they stood no chance. With his fast movements and poisonous attacks, they were done for.
Come quick. We must go before more show up.
On day 4, the large snake brought me over to an entrance of a jungle. What am I supposed to do here?
Go forth from here. You'll find the others.
I listened to him and made my way through until I found a clearing that revealed a large, forgotten spider temple. Using my climbing abilities, I made my way up to the top. Okay, this was easy. Now what? Ouch! What happened? After a second glance, I realized I was now in front of the Earth Spider tribe. Don't panic, Fozo. Stay calm.
A warden spider? What are you doing in my realm?
My people, we're in trouble. The wither spiders took over our colony.
I was afraid this day would come.
I need your help. Please, help us.
Oh, young one. If you wish to access my help, you must prove yourself worthy.
Worthy? What does that mean? The Earth King started to attack me. He had a powerful ground slam, which gave him the upper hand. Oh no, I can't lose to this guy. I have to try. I charged in and bit the king on the face as hard as I could, which sent him back.
Bravo, bravo.
I then started to slowly lift in the air. What's happening? In a flash, I grew into an adult-sized warden spider. I gained 5 more hearts and now can shoot webs like the rest of my people.
I have given you my blessing. I just wanted to see if you had what it took to fight.
All of a sudden, another warden spider entered, looking weaker than ever. Oh my goodness. Are you okay?
The kingdom has fallen.
He died because of his wither effect, and I knew I had to go and find my dad before he met the same destiny. On day 5, I ran back towards my ancient city home. I entered a cave in hopes to find it, but on the way, I heard the sound of Dad?
Stay back!
You shall die!
I was about to charge in, but before I could reach them, the baby snake from before jumped in and started to help my father.
Stay away from him!
The snake had some guts, but I knew he needed some help. I ran in and started to fight the wither spider with him.
Son?
His attacks were strong, but since I was an adult now, he stood no chance. I used my webs and was able to get the wither spider stuck in place. Then bit him one last time and defeated him. What are you doing here?
After you talked to my father about becoming stronger and helping your people, it inspired me. I've been following you ever since, until now.
Huh. Well, if that's the case, it's good to have you on the team. My name's Fozo.
And I'm Slither.
Son, listen, you are the last chance in winning this war. Do you understand me? All other warden spiders have been withered. All but you.
Yeah, Dad, but...
No buts, son. I can see you've grown stronger, and it looks like you have found the first of the 5 spider elders.
Elders?
Yes. Each one you find will grant you a blessing that can give you incredible abilities like no other.
If I find all of them, then I can be strong enough to win the war against the wither spiders. I then brought my dad and Slither with me, and together we found a large web tree deep in the forest. It's time to build. On day 6, Slither and I worked together on making ourselves a safe space to stay. If we were gonna survive against these wither spiders, we had to have somewhere to call our home. I used my spider climbing abilities and web swinging to my advantage, which allowed me to collect webbing from the top of the tree. As a spider, I could walk on top of webs. So I made a nice web bridge across the nearby ocean so we could travel throughout the world easier. I promise, Dad, I will do what I can to make you better.
Thank you, son. You must now go and find the next spider elder, King Octua.
Where can I find him?
He is a good person. He resides far off on the shoreline, on an island called Spider Isles. Find him, then you will grow stronger.
On day 7, I followed my dad's instructions and was searching the shoreline. I looked out far into the ocean, not knowing how I was gonna get to my destination. Not all spiders can swim, and I knew I definitely couldn't.
Curse me, crew!
What is that? I looked over and saw a pirate punching a bunch of barrels. Are you okay?
Arr!
Spider? Stay back or I'll carve your eyes out.
I'm not gonna hurt you, dude.
Oh, well, I'm just here, sinking in me misery. My own crew betrayed me, took everything I've had, including my prized possessions.
I'm sorry to hear that. I looked over at his pirate ship and had an idea. Wait, I'm trying to reach Spider Isles. Can you take me there?
Oh, perhaps a favor for a favor. If you retrieve me dear items, my steering wheel, my lucky rotten apple, and my parrot feathers, I shall take you on your quest.
Those are your lucky items? Okay, you know what? Deal. Now, where can I find your crew? On day 8, I followed the captain's directions until I reached a pirate pillager outpost on a beach. So, this is his crew?
The captain be a joke. He didn't see our thievery coming, boys.
Yep, these guys are a bunch of jerks. I was able to spot a chest in the outpost surrounded by a bunch of treasure. I'm guessing that's what I'm looking for. Knowing I couldn't take them all in a fight, I had to think smarter. That's when an idea sparked. I used my new web ability and shot out webs randomly throughout the nearby field. Perfect. All right, you got this, Fozo. Hey, you!
A beast. Kill it, boys. Yarr!
The pirates then all started to charge at me. Wait for it. Wait for it. Now! I jumped out of the way, causing the pirates to jump and all fall in my web trap. Take that, you losers!
Curse ye! When we get out, we'll kill you!
Yeah, I've heard that before. I then swung over to the treasure chest and saw all of the captain's items. Perfect. I walked back over to the captain and gave them all back to him.
Thank goodness. I don't know what I could have done without me lucky rotten apple. Let's go, Spider.
He then quickly put on the steering wheel of his ship and we sailed off. On day 9 to 10, the captain and I sailed out far until we reached Spider Isles. Yep, I'm pretty sure this is the place.
Good luck, Fozo. I'll be waiting here.
I split up with the captain and walked throughout the plains until I was met with a large kingdom. Whoa, I think this is the home of the Octuas. I walked inside and quickly realized something was wrong. There were spiders, but they were in cages? That doesn't make sense.
Run.
Huh? As I was distracted, a scorpion jumped in and stung me from behind.
Scorpions have taken over the Octua Kingdom. You are a trespasser here. You shall die.
The scorpion charged and kept trying to sting me. I tried to run away, but more started to come in. I was greatly outnumbered. Having to think fast, I used my web powers to form a web sphere around me. Okay, now what? The scorpions were trying to all break through. I guess the only way to go is down. I mined straight down just in time. Phew.
We will find you.
On days 11 to 12, I was mining straight down until I dropped into an underground tavern. What is this place? All of a sudden, I could see a group of Octopus spiders hiding out.
A warden spider? Here to see our downfall, are you?
No, of course not. I was here because I needed your help.
Well, I am afraid I cannot help you. I have my own kingdom to worry about. Those nasty scorpions came by, led by their queen, and took over everything me and my people have worked for. The Octuas are no more.
Rumblings sounded off throughout the caves until a giant queen scorpion broke through the roof.
So this is where the warden spider went. And look where he led me.
Oh no! They followed me. With no other choice, I charged in and started to fight the queen scorpion. Her poisonous attacks were extremely tough. Every time she'd hit me, I felt more and more out of it. But I knew I had to fight for these people. I shot my web, which made the scorpion stuck. Then, after countless bites, she was growing weak. The King Aqua then rushed forward and bit her with a bite that looked very powerful. It killed the queen. Because of this, all the scorpions in the kingdom walked out and left. Whoa.
My goodness, a kingdom! We are back! Thank you, Fozo. Follow me. I think I know how I can help you.
On days 13 to 14, King Octua brought me over to his throne room. It was good to see his kingdom restored.
Because of your bravery and selflessness, I shall give you my blessing as a spider elder.
The octo spider walked up to me and bit me. Ouch! What was that for? My body then began to change, and I gained 5 hearts. And my fangs gained a poisonous tip and grew larger in size. I have venomous bites now.
Precisely.
Do you think this will be powerful enough to fight those withers?
Not a chance, little one. The withers have a special wither attack that greatly weakens their prey. It's called the wither effect. Being their leader, Witherfang's wither effect is much more powerful. Any unlucky mob that is hit with Witherfang's attack will have the wither effect until they are dead.
There has to be a way I can stop it. My dad, he has it, and he's looking worse by the day.
Well, there is one way to stop it. You must kill Witherfang. Only then will all of his effects be removed.
Thank you, King Octua.
Go out to my nearest tree farm. There you will find a fruit. With it, hopefully you can slow down the effects that your father is experiencing. But hurry fast, Warden Spider. You don't have much time.
On days 15 to 16, I listened to the king and reached his nearest tree farm. I then looked forward and noticed the crystal fruit that the king was talking about. I thought I was gonna take it with ease, but I noticed that Captain Silverhook took it for himself. Hey, that's mine!
It looks like it's mine, laddie. I'm a pirate. What did you expect?
Out of frustration, I attacked the captain. We both started to fight each other. He pulled out a strong sword that did lots of damage to me. Knowing I started this fight out of pure rage, I decided to calm down. Enough! What can I do to get that fruit from you?
Well, Spider, me crew left me, so I don't really have anything to lose at this point.
Well, what if I gave you something? A home. A place where you can meet new people and maybe even a new crew. The pirate was thinking, and I could tell he liked the idea. He threw me over the fruit, and together we headed back to the ship to sail back home. On days 17 to 18, I made it back home with the captain. I quickly crawled in and found my dad lying in his bed.
Son.
Here, Dad, quick. Eat this. My dad did as followed. I will check on you in a bit, okay? I then went out and started to make Captain Silverhook his very own house. Since he was a pirate, I knew I had to make it ship-themed. With it, I made a nice web bridge that connected it to land.
Yar! This looks great, laddie. Thank you, me boy. In return, take this.
The captain threw me over some of his iron.
It's only like 5% of the treasure I found, but it's something.
Thanks. With it, I crafted myself a set of iron tools.
Fozo, I'm feeling quite better now.
Dad, you're walking.
Seems like the fruit helped a lot. I was meaning to tell you, but while you've been gone, I've heard a lot of explosions going on nearby. It's been worrying me.
Explosions? Where exactly have you been hearing them from? On days 19 to 20, my dad brought me over to a clearing. Down below, we could see a large nether ravine torn throughout the floor. Oh my goodness! I watched as wither spiders climbed out of it and started making their way into the overworld.
It seems as if Witherfang's forces are growing stronger by the day.
Speak of the devil. Across the wide canyon was Witherfang talking to someone.
How did you lose the nomadics again? How hard can it be to find a mushroom spider?
Sir,
Do you not understand? We will get rid of all other spider species. That's our mission. Go out and find them now!
Mushroom spiders? That has to be where the next spider elder is. I watched as Witherfang went back down into the nether, and his general went off in search of the next elder. If I follow that general, then I'm one step closer to my next blessing. On days 21 to 23, I was out following the general. He was really fast because I think I lost him. No, come on, where could he have gone? I kept walking up the path and quickly found a mushroom biome. Well, I think this is the place. Wait a minute. Why is everything destroyed? Did the general do this? I then heard a yell from inside and went to investigate. a mushroom spider.
I demand to be let out at once!
Hey, you! What happened here?
Wait! It's a trap!
What? Just then, the general landed right next to me.
I knew you were following me, you insect. I shall capture you too.
The general charged in and started to attack. With my new poison bite, I was definitely hurting him, but he was able to turn the nearby grass into wither blocks, and they did a lot of damage to me. Ah! I was low on hearts and knew if I kept fighting, I was done for. Ah!
That's right, spider. Surrender. You are coming with me.
On days 24 to 26, the Mushroom Elder and I were taken in a prison deep within the Nether. I looked around and saw that this place was guarded by a lot of wither spiders. Great. Now what?
Once Witherfang gets here, he'll be happy to put you both down himself.
The general walked away, and I knew we only had a short period of time to figure out what to do. I tried my best to break out, but the blocks were unbreakable. Come on. Come on.
Relax, young one. Stand back.
Okay. I did as the elder said, and I watched as he used his powers, which made him shrink down to a tiny, tiny spider. Whoa! The elder then walked out of the cage through the bars. Now, on the other side, he flipped the lever, letting me out. That was awesome. How did you do that? Ah! I started floating from his bite, and before I knew it, I upgraded again. I now had 5 more hearts, and had a strange surge of power fill within me.
Now, you too can use this. Follow me. It's time to escape.
On days 27 to 29, the Mushroom Elder and I used our new ability to shrink down and walk throughout the prison. This is awesome! Since we were so small, none of the wither spiders were able to catch on. This ability was very useful. That is, until a loud alarm went off, alerting them of our escape.
They are small now! Catch them!
Uh-oh! Time to run! The both of us started to run as fast as we could, and after some time, we ended up running throughout some nether tunnels. Jeez, is this what the wither spiders have to live in? We ran and eventually made our way to an opening that held a nether portal. That's our chance to leave!
Let's take it!
We both made our way straight to the portal. You first! The Mushroom Elder went inside and made it through. I was about to do the same until I was hit with an explosion. Ah!
You think you can escape, do you?
A wither beast started to attack me. It would send out large blasts of energy towards me and even summon lightning from the skies. I did everything I could against it, but at the end of the day, it was just too powerful for me. I then had an idea. I shrunk down with my new ability, confusing the beast. With my size, I was able to run along the floors and shoot the beast from multiple angles.
Where are you?
I'm right here. I shot him one last time, defeating him. From its death, dropped a nether ruby pickaxe. Sweet! I picked it up and headed through the portal. On days 30 to 34, I arrived on the other side and found myself in front of a withered village. Whoa. How did this happen? I looked around at all of the villagers, only to see them withered and hurt.
Ouch! Ouch! This sucks! Fozo, this is getting worse by the day. Witherfang needs to be stopped.
I know.
Good luck. I must return to my people now. I hope my blessing was able to help.
I left the mushroom spider and went throughout the village, trying to help them in any way I could. Even all of their crops were dead. I was about to replace them when I heard a huge rumbling. I turned, only to see Witherfang emerge from a nether crack. Oh no, he found me.
Bozo is it? I've heard about you. The last healthy warden spider trying to take down my forces.
Trying? No, I will take down your forces.
Believe, Fozo. That is all you can do. But me and my people have been in the depths for too long. The only spiders who are cursed with a red roof. You get to enjoy the infinite blue sky. Well, not any longer. We shall take that away from you and replace it with the redness we have been cursed upon.
I won't let that happen. I won't let you win.
I already have. Been home lately? Would be a shame if you left it unguarded.
Oh no. Dad! Knowing I had to get there fast, I left immediately, leaving Witherfang behind.
In time, Fozo. In time.
On days 35 to 38, I made it back to base, only to see it being under attack. Oh no! I rushed in and quickly saw a giant figure helping defend it. It was the giant snake.
Leave this place at once, you foul creatures.
Get him, Pops!
I rushed in to help out in any way that I could. The snake and I were fighting back to back and helping each other out as best as we could. I used my webs to slow them down while the snake used a strong attack and defeated them. We're almost done. Just as I finished that sentence, one of the wither spiders bit the giant snake.
Oh!
He was withered and dying. No! I took down the last spider and knew that the snake, Slither's dad, was not going to make it. On days 39 to 41, Slither and I brought his dad under the shade of the tree.
Dad, no, please. I'm sorry for running off. I just wanted to be big and strong like you.
It's okay, son. It's okay. You'll be even stronger.
Why? Why would you come here and save us like that? You didn't have to.
Just because I didn't have to doesn't mean I shouldn't. Listen, Bozo, you have grown a lot. I'm impressed. This, though, is far from over. You must find the flying spiders.
Flying spiders? Who are they?
A few days ago, I didn't know, but I recently saw them flying just south of here. They can help you.
The flying spiders. The next elder must be there. Thank you. I left the snake and Slither alone. I then turned to see Slither's dad die.
Dad! No!
I promise I won't let you guys down. I started days 42 to 44 by going around and building up our base defenses. Something like this can never happen again. I built up walls, traps, anything that will throw those wither spiders in a blender. Okay, I think that should do it. Afterwards, I went over to make sure my dad was okay. Thankfully, he was, but he looked like a ghost. I don't have that much longer.
Don't worry, Fozo. I swear, I will help you rid the world of these evil wither spiders. My dad would want me to.
Well then, we will together. The two of us ventured off to Captain Silverhook's ship. Silverhook!
Iron Fozo! Don't you worry. I'll take charge of being head of security around here. I just wish you had my crew to help me.
Don't worry. Just give it some time. Now, time to find those flying spiders. On days 45 to 47, Slither and I set off south. Personally, I had no idea where we were going, but Slither, he used his sense of smell as a snake and was able to point us in the right direction.
It's this way.
I followed him until we started to find signs of cobwebs everywhere. Yep, we're getting closer. This has to be where the flying spiders live. We then turned a corner and saw a spider hideout. What shocked me was that these weren't the flying spiders, but instead, these were my people, the warden spiders. It didn't take long for me to realize how weak each and every one of them looked.
Oh my, you must be Fozo.
Yes, I am. You all look so
hurt. We are. Most of the group has already passed. Those left are on their way as well.
Slither, these people, they need food and care. Can you help them back home?
Of course I can.
I'll just have to trust my instincts on where to find these flying spiders.
The flying spiders, they live high off the ground, mainly on treetops. I know of a large one nearby. Maybe that's worth taking a look at?
Yeah, you're right. Take them back, Slither. I'll go check out this treetop. On days 48 to 50, I ventured out and was able to spot a tall tree. I then noticed a flying spider? Okay. Since I didn't have the same power, I slowly but surely made my way to the top of the tree. Once there, I was met with a main courtyard area. Wait a minute, you guys are spiders? Why do you look like...
Don't say it! Don't say the B word! We are spiders, and our legs are just smaller than the rest.
Right. I was hoping to speak to your elder. I need their blessing.
Ha! You think it'll be that easy, do you?
Follow me, Walker.
Walker? That's rude. I was then brought over to the main elder flying spider.
Ew! Who let this walker in?
Again with the name? Look, I'm here because I need your blessing.
You need my blessing? How cute! No.
No, but the wither spiders. If I don't stop them...
Not my problem. Now leave. At once!
We then heard a loud flapping sound, followed by rumbling. What's that? Bird! A giant bird flew overhead, killing one of the flying spiders instantly. Afterwards, it left.
Let's make a deal, Fozo. That bird has been causing my colony massive problems lately. Us flying spiders are weak and depend on our speed to avoid problems. But that bird also has flight and is faster than us. So if you use your brute strength to take that bird down, then I'll give you that upgrade.
Deal. The elder flying spider then signaled one of his men.
Swing on!
I started to fly out, and I shot my web onto him and was flying through the air underneath. Just don't drop me! On days 51 to 53, the flying spider brought me over to the bird's nest. Okay, take the bird down, get the blessing. You've got this, Fozo. Another loud caw was heard before the bird revealed itself. Nice, birdie. The bird started to attack me immediately. Cut it out! It was definitely trying to eat me. I was running away while continuously shooting it with webs. I tried to bite at its feet and poison it, but it quickly caught on and kept its distance. That's when I tried to shrink down, but with its enhanced vision, it didn't help me at all. Okay, what do I do?
Now, team, now!
A swarm of flying spiders then flew in and started to fight off the bird. This kept it busy, giving me enough time to surprise it. I ran over to it and bit it as much as I could. With my poison bite, I can tell it was growing weaker and weaker. The beast was down. Ha! Take that.
Good work, Warden Spider. Maybe being a walker isn't so bad.
Thanks. I think on days 54 to 56, I was brought back to the flying spider's throne room.
You know, maybe I underestimated you, Fozo.
Yeah, no kidding.
Word has been spreading of your bravery. Most spiders like to hide, but you are inspiring by fighting back for what's rightfully yours. I wonder, is that the right thing to do?
The elder spider then walked up to me and granted me its blessing. I started to float up high. Wait, is it gonna happen? Am I gonna fly? My body began to change. I gained 5 more hearts and now could walk? I already could do that. This is so humiliating.
You really thought we would let you fly? Get real, Spider. That's for us only. But check again. Your new ability is quite deadly, if you ask me.
After a second glance, I realized I now had a poison sonic boom. Whoa! I shot it out, and the flying spider elder was right. This thing was awesome.
Good luck, Fozo. And do us a favor. Save our blue skies.
On days 57 to 59, I was making my way back to base when I heard the sounds of monkeys. They were coming from a nearby fortress.
Hey, leave us and our bananas alone, you lunatics!
I followed the sounds and quickly saw a group of monkeys being attacked by withered pillagers.
Must expand nether.
I don't even know what that means! Hey, stay away from them! The withered pillagers turned their attention onto me and started to attack. I then felt a surge of power within me and unleashed my full poison sonic boom on them. The attack was so strong that in one hit, the poison completely took them out. Awesome!
Whoa, thanks for that, man. You aren't gonna, plant spider eggs in our head, are ya?
What? No, of course not.
Oh, thank goodness. Those morons came by and ruined our home. We've never felt more insecure in our lives.
Well, why don't you come with me? I know of a new place that would suit you guys perfectly. On days 60 to 65, I returned back home with the monkeys. I looked around the web tree and saw that the warden spiders all got there safe. With Slither's help, I built the monkeys up some nice homes to stay in and connected the area with webbing for my fellow spiders. I know it's not the jungle, but I hope you still like it.
Yeah, it's great and all. We just miss our leader. The Wither Pillagers, they killed him, and now we don't know what to do.
Arg! Curse this large ship!
I looked over and spotted Captain Silverhook complaining to himself.
If I had a crew, this would be so much easier.
Wait a minute. Guys, follow me. I brought the monkeys over to the captain. About a crew. How about them?
Wait a minute. You can't be serious. You think these monkeys can work under me? They're monkeys!
Hey, you better watch it, pal!
Take it or leave it, Captain. I left them by themselves so they can talk and figure things out. I then walked over to my dad to check on him. Hey, Dad.
Fozo, is that you? My vision, it's gone blurry.
Yes, it's me. Just stay strong, okay?
Just remember, you are making me so proud.
I hope I am. Just then, a warden spider walked up to us. Is everything all right?
No, on the way here, we came across something. Something bad. It looked like the weather spiders set up a large mining operation nearby.
What are they mining towards? Thank you. It's worth a look. On days 66 to 70, I went out and was able to find a large nether stronghold. But in the overworld? Oh my goodness. Their mission, it's almost complete.
That's right, men. Keep mining away. We need to get to that stronghold yesterday.
I saw the General Wither commanding wither spiders to mine away below the ground. Stronghold? What stronghold are they mining to?
Keep going. The end spiders aren't just going to appear here for us.
End spiders? Wait, is that where the final elder is located? So they're trying to get to the end. The general then started to look up and suspect something was wrong.
I can sense you. I know you're here, Warden Spider.
Great. I walked out and was face to face with him.
My, you've grown, haven't you? It doesn't matter. I'll kill you myself. Witherfang will be so proud of me.
The general charged in and began his attack. Like before, he was extremely powerful. His ability to change the nearby environment was hurting me a lot. I shot my poison boom at him, but he was able to dodge them as well. We kept fighting. And at one point, it felt like it was never going to end. Thanks to my web shot ability, though, I was able to get him stuck and finish him off with the poison boom. Ha! Take that! I looked and noticed the wither spiders all ran off. I left for base. If the last spider elder is in the end, then I'm gonna need some help. On days 71 to 74, I arrived back at base. I walked over and saw Slither aiding my father. How's he doing?
Fozo, he's not doing great at all.
Well, I found out how we can stop all of this. And it's the end.
Lower ye sails, laddies!
What the? I walked over and saw the captain with his crew of monkeys?
That's right, you scallywags! I ain't paying you to do nothing! Yo-ho!
Yo-ho! We're pirates now, baby!
They looked like they were working perfectly. Huh.
Fozo! I heard you talk about the end. If the final Elder Spider is there, I can handle the transportation.
Excellent. The captain then ran off.
Good luck, Fozo. I'll take care of your dad. Just hurry. He doesn't have much longer.
On days 75 to 77, I made my way back to their mining operation. On my way down, I was able to find the stronghold that they were making their way towards. I went slowly inside until I came across the end portal room. To my surprise, it was already fully activated. Oh no. Did they make it in time before me? I was about to jump in until I got pushed back by a Wither Guardian. Ouch! Come on!
Only those bonded with the Wither shall go through.
Okay, then bring it. The Guardian and I both fought valiantly. Its attacks were strong, but thanks to my shrinking ability, it was having a hard time countering me. With one powerful bite, I was able to poison it and knock it away. While stunned, I ran over to the end portal. Here goes nothing. I made it on the other side. Phew, that was close.
Throw over the anchor, laddies. We got ourselves a new crew member.
Captain?
With this ship, me boy, we will find those last end spiders in no time.
I looked over and saw the captain with a brand new end ship that was flying in the sky. Awesome! On days 78 to 80, the captain and I were flying throughout the end.
Hey, man.
With the monkey's help, of course.
Yeah, that's right.
We were soaring throughout the skies until we stopped at a large end island that had a kingdom.
I think this be the place, laddie.
I got off the ship and decided to go look around. The captain was right. All around the kingdom lied end spiders. Hey, you! I approached one, but as soon as I got to it, the spider teleported away? They can teleport? Hey! I then tried it again and again. Come on, guys. I just wanted to talk. Come back.
Be careful what you wish for.
I turned around, only to see a crowd of end spiders staring me down. Listen, I come in peace.
That's for us to decide.
One of the spiders then ran over to me and used his powers, teleporting us away. On days 81 to 85, I was teleported inside of a large end room. I think I'm gonna throw up.
Ugh. What a newbie.
Where did you take me? I need to talk to your elder. Just then, a giant end spider slowly emerged from the roof. Hi.
Walking in this place is a death wish. Those from the overworld are not welcome here.
I didn't know. But listen, there is an evil, one that's bigger than the both of us. He comes from the nether.
I've heard about the expansion, but sadly that is the overworld's problem.
No, I promise. If nothing's done, it will soon be the end's problem too. All I need is your blessing, and that's it.
We have other issues right now. Our end golem has gone completely rogue. He was made using our special end crystal. That's what's important to us, not this silly war.
Fine. How about this? If I get the end crystal, then you can give me your blessing.
You think you can take on our guardian golem? Ha! You overworlders are naive. Fine. Be my guest, Warden Spider.
On days 86 to 90, I went out in search of this so-called guardian golem. I mean, come on, how powerful can a golem really be? He's right behind me, isn't he? I turned around, and there he was. Not just a regular golem, but a giant one. That's a detail they shouldn't have left out. The golem then started to shoot out at me and attack. His power was coming straight from the purple crystal on his head. Ouch! This guy hurts. The crystal must be really, really powerful. I tried my best and even swung around to avoid some of his attacks. It would shoot blasts at me, but I would shoot back green right back at him. Hope you enjoyed the poison. This fight was definitely one of my hardest, but thankfully, I was the strongest I've ever been. I shot my poison sonic boom, aiming right at it. And just like that, the Guardian was down, with only the crystal lying there on the ground.
You have done it, my. Surely you are worthy.
The spider then walked over and granted me my final blessing. I floated up high in the sky and upgraded one last time. I gained 10 more hearts and noticed my poison sonic boom upgraded and was now explosive. I did it. I'm ready to take on Witherfang. On days 91 and 94, I returned back home with the captain and his monkeys.
Fozo, there you are! Your dad, he wants to talk to you.
I ran over, only to see him lying there, almost lifeless. Dad, listen, you have to hold on a little longer. I'm ready. I can finally defeat Witherfang. I can stop all of this.
That's good, son. I'm just so proud of you.
Thank you, Dad. Just hold in there and...
Son, I'm not going to make it.
What? No, you have to. We're almost there. Just hold on a little longer.
I can feel it. I'm slipping. Fozo, it's up to you. Stop all of this. Do it. My power will be there with you.
Dad! My dad then slowly looked over to me and bit me. This caused me to gain 5 hearts and grow a little in size. No, what are you doing? Dad!
Be brave, son. I'll be right there, watching.
He then passed away. No! It's up to me now. Saddened over my loss, I made my dad the monument that he deserved. One that all warden spiders will remember. I will win this fight, Dad. If it's the last thing that I do, the warden spiders will win. On days 95 to 99, I made my way over to the Nether Ravine with Slither and the captain. This is it, guys. We have to do this for our fathers, for everyone.
For everyone!
This ends now! Charge! The three of us ran into battle. I used all of my upgrades to charge through the wither spiders. Slither went around and was able to do some poison damage as well.
That's right, you scallywags! Hit him! Hit him good!
Yeah, we're hitting!
The captain and one of his monkeys made a really good team.
Bozo, we got this. You must fight Witherfang now!
I looked down and saw him waiting there, calm. On day 100, I landed on the platform right in front of Witherfang. You've taken everything from me.
This world? It deserved it! Do you know what it feels like to be locked below the surface? Below everything! We were prisoners, but not anymore!
I won't let you win! Witherfang and I began our fight. He was extremely tough. Every bite he did dealt 5 hearts of damage. I did my best and fought back and even used my web swinging to my advantage. That's when he shot me with one of his wither blasts, which caused my hearts to start withering away. Oh no!
Any second now you will be defeated, and once you are, I will take down your friends too!
No! I got up and fought back against him as much as I could. It's time! I then perfectly shot my newest sonic boom and used it on Witherfang, causing him to step back.
No! This can't be!
Your mission is over. With one final boom, Witherfang was defeated, letting my colony and many others to live in peace. On day 1, I spawned in as a baby warden snake. I quickly noticed that I was inside my ancient city with all of my people slithering around.
My little boy, look at you. Welcome to your new home.
Just then, the entire city began to shake. What's going on? Our city portal activated and was shortly followed by a bunch of void zombies. They immediately started to run through our kingdom and kill my people.
Yes. Our conquest for the overworld has officially begun.
A void zombie then charged in and began to hit me. But my mom stepped in the way and started to fight it off. Mom!
Bozo, leave now! I love you!
I watched as the void zombie killed my mother. No!
A baby warden snake. We must kill it too.
Oh no! The void vulture then used a special ability on me, which summoned void spikes from above. As soon as they hit, I was blinded. Because of this, I accidentally fell down a deep pit.
Don't let him get away!
Where am I?
Come, young one.
Who said that? I followed the voice, with my vision slowly coming back. This then revealed a much older warden snake in front of me. Who are you?
I am an elder, and I can sense your fear.
Our people, my mom, they're gone. Of course I'm afraid. I don't know what to do.
Calm. Stay calm. It seems as if the ancient city portal has finally opened up again. This isn't good.
Again? What does that mean? The elder snake started to slither away through the lush cave. Hey, come back! We reached a clearing, and far off on the other side of it was a scale?
Not just any scale. A warden scale, said to grant our species with incredible abilities. Go, grab it.
Deep down, I knew I needed it if I wanted to stand a chance against those void mobs. I followed the elder's instructions and was about to collect it when out of nowhere, a lush tarantula dropped from the ceiling. Oh no. On day 3, the tarantula charged in and started to attack. I tried my best to fight against it, even trying to bite at it every chance I had. But with one giant hit, the tarantula hit me aside. Ah! Oh no, I'm done for.
Stay back!
The elder jumped in and started to fight it off. He had incredible strength and abilities. With one more attack, the elder successfully took the tarantula down. You did it!
Go, grab the scale.
I did as ordered and went forward to pick it up. Because of this, my body began to change. I gained 5 more hearts and turned into a larger warden snake. I even have little warden antlers now. Because of this, I now had an amazing warden slash ability. Whoa!
Great work, young one. There is said to be 5 warden scales in total, each dropped down from past warden snake warriors.
If that's the case, I'll do whatever I can to find all 5 so I can take down that void army. Where do we begin? On day 4, the elder and I ventured out far throughout the lush caves until we came across a nice opening to the overworld. Whoa. I think this would be a perfect place for our new home. I went out and was able to make myself a set of stone tools. From there, I got the right amount of materials to make my very own snake house. I knew the elder would be right by my side, so I made him a nice little home as well. Now, I just need to find those other scales.
And fast! Those void mobs want nothing but destruction.
But why? Why would anyone want that?
Well, little one, a long time ago, there was a war between the overworld and the void creatures. The overworld was destined to lose. But thanks to us wardens, we were able to create something, a turning point in the war. With this creation, it sucked and dragged all the void mobs through inside a prison of eternity. Supposedly, this void army works for someone, or should I say, something, and it wants revenge. If it makes it through, there's no winning against them.
Oh my goodness. My tiny warden antlers then started to go off. Whoa, my antlers can do that? I better go see what's going on. On days 5 to 6, I followed the noise until I arrived at a large wooden dam. On top of it, light a camp. Is that a platypus and a goblin?
Leave my home alone, cave goblin! Why are you even above ground to begin with? Some purple guys came in and kicked me out. This place is mine now.
Wait. Purple guys? Does he mean the Void Army? I need to find out more. Hey, leave the platypus alone! I ran in, which caused the goblin to stop.
Run!
Ah! What the heck? Get back here! I chased the goblin all the way until he was cut off by a mountain cliffside. Aha!
Leave me alone!
No way, man. You said some people took your home? Talk! Now!
Fine, yeah. I saw some purple zombie people walk through my base, and with it, they spread around some purple goo as well, saying they needed to take down the rest of the warden species.
Oh no. I need to find the rest of those scales fast.
Scale? I sold one of those a while back to some desert people. Idiots. Now I'm rich because of it.
Wait, really? Listen, if I help you get your home back, do you think you can show me where this scale is?
Deal.
On day 7, I was escorted by the goblin trader down a weird cave of sorts.
It's not that weird.
We made it to his home, which was now fully taken over by the void gooish blocks. The void. It's spreading.
Come on, we gotta keep mining away.
Yeah. Get the right amount of materials, yada yada.
Okay, if we want to win this fight, we're gonna have to be silent and tactical.
Charge!
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I charged in with the goblin trader, and together, we started to fight off the void minions. They used their deadly void attacks, but because of my new upgrade, I was putting up a way better fight. With one more slash, the void walkers were both down for the count. Ha! Nice. I then watched as the purple void blocks began to disappear. So, when we take down their kind, the land changes back too? Good to know.
Hey, thanks, Snake. Here, I'm a goblin of my word.
The trader then threw down a goblin compass.
This will take you to where I traded the scale.
Whoa, thanks.
But be careful. The people who took it are very dangerous.
On day 8, I followed the goblin compass, leading me deep within a desert. It didn't take long until I came across a giant hollowed out fossil. Inside of it held an entire town. Whoa!
Ah! A snake! Attack!
Wait, no! A bunch of tiny cactuses all emerged from the buildings though and started to attack me with their tiny spears. Hey, guys, cut it out.
Snake Beast, you have been captured!
What? No, I haven't. That didn't even hurt.
As our prisoner, I shall escort you to our king.
I walked along the cactuses until we reached a desert-looking throne room. Sitting on it was a king.
Settle down, Cactums. What brings someone like you here, Snake?
I'm here looking for one thing, the Warden Scale.
Our precious scale? It serves our kingdom good luck. We would never just give it away.
Just then, I realized the scale was being held up inside of the room. Hey, there has to be a way I can get it from you guys. The king then walked out to the entryway of their town, and I followed.
Far off on the other side of this desert valley reside the sand scorpions. They have been nothing but trouble to us, always attacking just to kill. Take them down, and I will consider giving you the scale.
On days 9 to 10, I followed the Cactum's instructions until I reached a creepy desert cavern entrance. Did I think this through? I made my way deep underground until I found the large desert scorpion.
They found us! No!
Aha! Take this! I charged in and started to attack it. Ha! This fight was too easy. It's almost like he's not fighting back. Wait, why isn't he fighting back?
Please, just leave us alone!
What? Why? I thought you guys were evil monsters. The Cactums said...
The Cactums? They are the real monsters! We used to live in an amazing fossil empire, but one day they stormed in and kicked us out. Ever since then, they've been trying to kill the rest of us!
Oh my. I looked around and saw all of the other desert scorpions. They all looked so weak. You really are telling the truth, aren't you? Those Cactums lied to me. Don't worry, guys. I will do what I can to help you get your home back by taking down those cactuses. Then I'll be able to take that Warden Scale for myself. On days 11 to 12, I teamed up with all of the desert scorpions, and we were making our way back to the Cactums, when all of a sudden...
Hey, there they are!
Ahead of us was a fierce-looking line of Cactums in the middle of the desert field. Are they waiting for us?
Ah, so you found out the truth. I called on you to help us dispose of this desert waste, and here you are teaming up with them? For that, you shall pay the consequences! Charge!
The tiny and cute Cactum army then out of nowhere transformed into a much larger, deadly one. Oh no! They all charged in straight towards us.
This is for my people!
We clashed and all began to fight. The cactuses would shoot out dangerous thorns at us, but with my newly found attacks and the scorpion's poison, we were putting up a fight.
No, this can't be! Long live the Cactum!
And just like that, all of the cacti were defeated.
Bozo, thank you so much for helping us. Now my people are free from those monsters, and we can finally live our lives in peace.
On days 13 to 14, I helped the scorpions and brought them back to their rightful home.
It has been too long since we've rested here. We couldn't have done it without you.
I'm just glad I helped. I then went and picked up the Warden Scale. With its power, I turned into an adult-sized Warden Snake. I gained 5 more hearts and was now able to do a Warden Snake Strike. Whoa! On top of that, both my antlers and fangs had grown larger. Awesome!
Bozo, if you ever need anything, just let us know.
You know, I might take you up on that offer. With that, I left the scorpions to their new, well, old home. But as I was walking back, I noticed some weird void blocks corrupting the nearby ground. Oh my, it's spreading a lot more. This can't be good. On days 15 to 16, I followed the void blocks throughout the land. The longer I followed them, the wider the path got. I'm getting close. Just then, I arrived at an ancient city. Not only was it above ground, but it was massive. What are they planning?
What gives? They got us doing all this backbreaking work. Why does the portal have to be this big? Supposedly, the one underground was too small for the boss to get through.
Their boss?
Supposedly, this void army works for someone. Or should I say, something.
Oh no, this can't be good.
Listen closely, you walkers. I do not want any more setbacks. We have a warden snake on the loose, and Volkma will be here soon to claim the skies. We must take down that snake, and this world will be ours.
This Volkma must be the boss they're referring to. And from the sound of things, he is giant. I quickly looked around and noticed there were a lot of void walkers everywhere. But deep down, I knew that I had to find out more. All right, Fozo, here goes nothing. On days 17 to 18, I was sneaking my way throughout the ancient city. Okay, just whatever you do, don't get caught. I waited for void walkers to walk by, then made it to a hallway right in time. After carefully looking around, I noticed a room, and inside of it held a warden scale. But what's wrong with it?
Why do I always get guard duty? I want to do the fun stuff, but no! Larry has to keep watch over the sacred dead skin. I mean, come on! Literally no warden would be stupid enough at all to sneak in a place like this.
This is awkward. The void walkers started to panic. I can't let them alert anyone.
I gotta get out of here.
Oh, no, you don't. Using my new snake strike, I was able to cut the void walker off and take him down. This ability is sick. I then walked over to the warden scale and realized it was damaged. How did this happen? I need to find out how to repair it, especially before their plan succeeds. On days 19 to 20, I made my way back home with the shattered scale. Elder, there you are. Listen, I found out more about what those void walkers work for. His name is Volkma.
Volkma? Oh no. The legends of him are true then. The void dragon will be among us. Fozo, this is not good.
Void dragon? Oh no. We need to stop them. Fast! Wait, what's going on here? I watched as more animals were running around, and are those new homes?
Correct, young one. The void has spread far and wide. More and more creatures are being pushed out of their homes. They need a place to feel safe.
Well, I'm glad they're here then. Look, I need to show you something. It's a shattered scale. I'm not quite sure how this is even possible.
Oh my. Well, there may still be hope to repair this scale, but we'll need to find out how.
Hey guys, I don't mean to be that guy, but I kinda overheard your conversation. I see you trying to put an item back together, huh?
Yeah, I am. Do you think you can help me?
Well, if you noticed, I'm a piglet, and I know of a forge deep in the nether. The Forge of Sacred Heat. But I do have to warn you, it's a very dangerous journey. If you go north from here, you should find a portal already activated.
Okay, thanks. Wish me luck.
Wait, I didn't tell you where to find the forge. He'll figure it out.
On days 21 to 23, I entered the nether portal. Okay, now, where is this forge? I kinda left before the zombified piglin told me anything about it. Good job, Fozo. I then was interrupted by a piglin who was fighting with a magma plant.
Get lost, you idiot!
Hey, I ran in, which caused the magma plants to hop off.
Yeah, thanks for the save. I was just venturing through trying to find something, and that stupid thing attacked me out of nowhere.
Of course. I'm trying to find something too. It's called the Forge of Sacred Heat.
Oh, I know all about that place. I can show you where to go, but only if you do something for me first.
Saving you wasn't enough? Okay, what?
Listen, You help Vinny with his problem. He'll take you to the village. You go out and find me a special type of fruit, the magma apple. I'll show you where you need to go.
Fair enough, Vinny. Just tell me where I can find what you need.
Okay, listen closely.
On days 24 to 26, I followed the piglin's instructions deep through a lava passageway.
You're looking for a magma tree deep underground.
I kept walking through the tunnels until it revealed a large underground magma cavern. Whoa! Far off on the other side lied the magma tree. Perfect. Now, just for one of its apples. I tried to go over and pluck one, but I then heard a rustling that stopped my actions. A magma monkey entered the clearing and yelled,
Ooh, leave my fruit alone!
Before I could say anything, the monkey rushed at me and used his speed to quickly strike me. Ah! Hey, that hurt! I started to fight back using my Warden Strike. I was far stronger than the monkey, but I didn't want to kill it. Finally, I landed a good hit on him, which sent him scurrying up the tree.
Okay, yep, he's strong. He's definitely strong. I regret my actions.
The monkey then threw down a magma apple to me. Cool. I left the clearing and headed back to Vinny.
This tastes amazing. I feel so great. All right. Follow Vinny now.
On days 27 and 29, Vinny led me to a mountain. That is the largest nether mountain I've ever seen.
Come on, follow me.
We crossed through a walkway and made our way inside of it. Once we got to the top, we saw an entrance that led to the heart of the forge. This is it.
This place is the hottest area in the nether, and it's all from that furnace.
I looked over and noticed a large furnace far off in the center of it. Okay, now to fix this scale. I walked up and threw my shattered Warden scale into the forge, but nothing happened. I thought this was supposed to repair it.
Only those that beat the heat may use the forge.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. There's some big monster you gotta kill. Good luck.
On days 30 to 32, the heat monster and I clashed. It began to launch magma blocks at me. Hot! I tried my best to avoid them, but they quickly turned the floor into lava. He had the advantage of range, so I had to get close. I used my snake strike to launch myself close and hit him. Once I was at a good distance, I thought I would have the upper hand, but he slammed his body into the ground, taking a lot of my hearts away. I can't give up. Not now! I struck the beast more and more, and with one final hit, the monster fell to the ground, letting out a large blast of heat. I did it! I then looked over and saw the newly forged Warden scale. Yes! I picked it up, causing my scales to harden. My body grew even larger, and I gained 5 additional hearts. Because of all of this, I realized that I had acquired a new ability, which allowed me to summon a large snake fang to slam into the ground. Whoa! This will be very useful.
Hey, you did it. Now, you mind taking me back to the overworld?
On days 33 to 35, I made it back to base with my amazing new friend, Vinny.
Hey, Vinny, you made it. I got my hands on a magma apple. Now I don't look like a freak like you.
Wait, I'm so confused. You guys know each other?
Yeah, we're cousins. You didn't know?
Now I do. Knowing Vinny would need a place to stay, I quickly went out and got the right amount of materials to make a nether-themed home. And done. I hope you like it.
Like it? I love it. This is Vinny's new bachelor pad.
After I finished his house, I started walking over to the Elder when the ground began shaking. What is going on? Help! The moldy, purple, disgusting dudes are attacking our home! Oh no, I have to help! Show me where. On days 36 to 39, I arrived at a village, and just like they said, it was being fully taken over by void mobs. Oh no! Leave me alone! Your breath is horrible! Why are they attacking this place randomly? It doesn't make sense. No matter, I have to stop them. I rushed in and started to fight off the void walkers. Separately, they were very easy to fight, but all together, this is tough. I used my newly found ability though, which helped me take out a few of them at once. Take this! I kept fighting until there was only one left.
You didn't even know it, but we're just a distraction.
What? What did you say? The Void Walker died, and suddenly everything around me started to rumble. Oh no. What's going on? I looked far off in the distance and watched as a beam shot out right into the sky. Oh my goodness. The ancient city portal. It's ready. On days 40 to 44, I slithered as fast as I could. I can't let them release Volkma. I can't. I arrived and everything was storming all around the city.
Yes. Yes. Come through, Volkma. Take what is rightfully yours.
You! Stop this now!
Stop this. Never. Our Void Dragon Overlord will be here. And once he arrives, there will be no hope for you.
The Void Vulture then swooped down and began to attack me. Ah! I have to stop him and shut this entire operation down before it's too late. The Vulture had very strong void attacks and even dealt blindness on me. I knew what I was fighting for though. Not just the Wardens, but for everyone. I fought back harder than I ever had before, using my newly found abilities to my advantage.
No, stop!
With one more attack, I hit the Vulture so hard that he fell to the ground. Shut this thing off, now!
Don't you see? It's too late. The Void shall win.
The Vulture died, and the entire area began to shake. Oh no, it's happening! In a large explosion, the ancient city portal was opened. Oh no.
Yes, I am finally free!
No, no! I wanted to go and fight, but I was too weak from both fights I just endured. I slowly started to pass out as I watched the Void Dragon take flight throughout the overworld skies, destroying everything in its path.
Fozo! Fozo!
Ah, my head. Where am I? Volkma, he's out. They've done it, Elder. They've...
Calm yourself. I know. This is bad, but not all hope is lost.
I followed the Elder Snake throughout a swampy-looking area. Where are you taking me? Ahead of us lied a village, but something looked wrong.
I believe I've found where the next Warden Scale is, Fozo. In this very swamp, there is supposedly a sorcerer who has used banished magic on this very village using the scale.
So, if I find that sorcerer, I find the scale.
With Volkma out and about, you must be your strongest if you're going to stop him, my dear boy. Please, hurry quickly before it's too late for this world.
I will. I promise. On days 48 to 50, I made my way into the village. Everything felt so weird about this place. Even the villagers did. I like potatoes. No carrots. No potatoes. Did they lose their brains? I took one more step forward, which triggered all of them to stare at me. Hi? Attack the intruder! No! The villagers didn't listen though and began to charge in. I knew something was wrong and didn't want to hurt them, but I had to fight back. Take him down in the name of Sorcerer Wit. Wait, what? I ran out back into the swampland when... Psst. Hey, who are you? I looked over and there was a muddy pig calling out to me from a nearby cave. Hey, what is going on out there?
This village, my home, it's been taken over by an evil sorcerer known as Sorcerer Wit. He's used some kind of staff to mind control all the villagers.
Oh no, and I'm guessing I know exactly what's powering the staff. Okay, look, I need to stop him.
I can show you where he lives, but just beware. He's a very dangerous man.
On days 51 to 53, I was brought back to a large-looking sanctuary of sorts. Is this it?
Yep, good luck. I am definitely not going in there.
Gee, thanks. I went inside and quickly noticed the amount of mindless mobs that were there.
Seeds, feathers, wings. Subscribe to Fozo.
hey, maybe not all of them are so mindless. Subscribe. I kept walking until I stopped inside of a large room of sorts. On the end of it lied the sorcerer.
A warden snake? Why would someone like you enter my palace?
I looked at the staff he was holding, and just as I thought, it was being powered by the warden scale. That scale you have, I need it.
Ha! Like I would ever give it to you. Look around. Do you see the amount of power I possess?
I don't care. There's a lot more at stake here. I'm not leaving here without it.
Oh, really? Well, I will just mind control you too, then.
The sorcerer then used their staff, and my mind started to drift away. On days 54 to 58, my vision came back to me. Where am I? After a second glance, I realized I was inside of an arena of sorts.
Welcome to your mind, Warden Snake.
Wait, we are in my mind?
Correct. We shall fight, and if I defeat you in combat, your mind will forever be mine. I will be in possession of a warden snake.
No! The sorcerer then started to use his staff at me. He shot out various types of attacks, each of them hurting a lot. I knew, though, that I couldn't lose, not with everyone counting on me. I used my warden snake strike every chance that I could, and can tell the sorcerer didn't know how to counter it. You pick the fight, you won't win. I hit the sorcerer one last time and took him down.
No!
On days 59 to 62, my vision came back to me. I was in front of the very weak sorcerer with his wand on the ground. I smashed the staff, destroying it and turning it back into a warden scale. I'll be taking this. Then from there, I upgraded. I gained 5 more hearts and now had a very dangerous spiked tail. Whoa, I'm massive. I then looked around and quickly realized all of the animals inside of this place were now free.
Thank you, Snake. You did it. You saved us all.
On days 63 to 65, I made my way back inside of my cave. I was excited to tell the elder the great news, but I soon realized that something was wrong. The void, it had spread throughout all of my home, making all of the mobs here sick and some even dying. How? Oh, we need to get out of here now.
There is no use in moving, Fozo. Volkma's presence is very much known, causing the void to spread like this throughout all the overworld.
I have to stop him, but I can't just leave you guys like this.
Here, follow me.
The elder brought me over to his house and handed me a book.
This book holds the location of the light orb. If you gather it, it should hopefully fight off the void here, giving us that fighting chance.
Then I will do what I have to and get it.
Good. Now you must hurry, because if you don't, all of us will die.
On days 66 to 68, I followed the Elder's book's instructions until I was able to find a large, bright palace. I'm guessing this is the place? I snuck my way through inside, looking for the light orb. A dark, small, scary tunnel? I wonder where that leads. My attention, though, then got caught by a glimmer of light across the way. I looked over, and just as I thought, there it was, the light orb. But sadly, it was occupied by 2 void walkers.
Dude, if we get this light orb, Volkma will be so pleased with us.
I know. Let's grab it.
The void walkers both walked up and attempted to touch it, but incinerated in the process? What the?
Only those not in touch with the darkness can use this orb.
Let's hope you're right. I went up, and thankfully, I was able to grab it. Sweet! I was making my way to the entrance when the entire area started to shake. Oh no! Out of nowhere, Volkma crashed down through the main entryway, and we were now face to face.
Well. So, my army has told me the truth. There is a warden snake out trying to stop me.
I will never let you get away with this. Your army? Your mission? I will stop it.
You are foolish to think so.
I was imprisoned for what felt like eons. Your kind has no idea the pain, the suffering I felt. This world needs to pay for it by dying to my void.
Never!
We will see about that.
The monstrous void dragon reared back and let out a massive breath of void that hit me. Ah! There's no way I'm gonna be able to defeat him right now. I had to escape, but where? I remembered. The tunnel. I made my way to it while Volkma tried to attack me again. But thankfully, I barely made my way inside. That was close.
You can run for now.
On days 72 to 76, I arrived back at base with the orb in hand. I noticed that the void here was just getting worse. I need to find a good spot to place this thing, and fast. I made my way to the center of the base and placed it down. This sent out a huge wave of a bright aura.
The darkness shall never prevail.
A giant pillar rose up from the ground, and the void blocks in the immediate area began to all vanish. Nice! I guess this thing really hated the void. Thank goodness. Now, just to update the Elder. Wait, where is he? I looked around the base and realized that he was nowhere to be found. Gino, have you seen the Elder?
Yeah, I did. The guy actually left you something for when you got all freaked out that he was gone.
He then dropped me a note, and I picked it up and started to read it.
The final scale. I found it. There's not much time. I need you to meet me there. You must come with haste, Fozo.
The final scale. Thanks, Gino. This is great news. I need to get going.
This guy always shows up for a day, then heads out. I don't get it.
On days 77 to 80, I made my way across the land. Jeez, how far is this place? Eventually, I arrived at a cave entrance that had been carved into a large mountain. This must be it. I made my way through the cave and came to a... Whoa, it was a giant ancient cave. I had never seen such beauty in my life. The Elder is here? Where am I gonna find him? I began to slither forward when a Warden Guardian called me from a side.
Who goes there? Only those of Warden kind may enter the ancient city.
I am of the Warden kind and was told to come here.
If that is true, then we must be sure.
What? The Guardian shot at me with a powerful Warden shout. Ah! I quickly ran up to him and struck him with my Warden strike. Take this.
Ah! You possess the Warden Snake ability. You are a Warden. You are granted entry.
Thanks. Now, I just need to find the Elder and the scale. On days 81 to 85, I entered inside the main corridor. Whoa, this place is massive. I made my way through until I reached the center. And there, waiting for me, was the Elder Snake. There you are. What are you doing standing up there?
The fifth scale, young one. It is here.
Wait, really? Where? I'll go get it and...
No, Fozo. It is here. It is me. My body will supply it.
Wait, what? No, that can't be true. What does that mean? Will you be gone?
Yes, but just know that I'm so proud of you. Our entire species is. I have known all along that this day would come, and it was never easy. But deep down, I know that I'm leaving this world with someone who is worthy of saving it.
Wait, Elder! No! But just then, the Elder began to rise up slowly.
Farewell, Fozo.
The entire room began to shake, and then in a flash of white, the Elder was gone. In his place was the final Warden scale. Thank you, Elder. I won't let you down. I walked up and picked it up. Because of it, I began to fully transform. I grew even larger in size and gained 10 more hearts. I feel so strong. I now could let out a powerful Warden Snake boom. Because of my shout, something began to happen. What's going on? On days 86 to 90, I looked around and was surrounded by 5 different large Warden Snakes. Whoa, are you guys
Young Warden Snake, how far you have come.
We are the Warden Warriors.
I looked over at the last platform, and sure enough, there he was, the Elder Snake.
Volkmar and his void reign of horrors is getting stronger, and it is surely taking over the overworld as we speak.
What do I do, guys? How do I stop him?
Young one, let the warrior's essence run through your scales. Only then will you truly be able to stop Volkmar.
Good luck, warrior. Don't let the world down.
I won't. I promise. On days 91 to 94, I was traveling back to base, but realized that everything in the world was turning into void. Oh no, it's happening. Everything was purple, even the sky. This isn't good. I need to hurry. I slithered on as fast as I could until I reached my cave. Don't worry, everyone. I am going to stop this if it's the last thing that I do.
Please, Bozo. If you don't hurry soon, we'll die.
Just then, I heard a loud roar sound off in the distance. It's Volkmar, and it's time that I finish this. On days 95 to 99, I followed the loud dragon roars until I found myself in front of a giant kingdom. I looked up towards the top of it, and Volkmar was there, wreaking havoc.
Take this kingdom, my walkers. Show these people what an eternal prison shall feel like.
I watched as countless villagers were running away from the Void Walkers, terrified. Please, stay away! Oh no, I have to help them. I ran in and started to fend off the Void Walkers. Before, they really gave me a challenge. But now, after everything I'd been through, I took them down extremely easily. Take this. I defeated the last one and heard the loud roar again. I looked up and watched as Volkmar started to cause his own damage. I need to stop him. Now, on day 100, I was now face to face with Volkmar.
You pathetic snake! You think you stand a chance against me? You think you can take away my life's mission?
If I don't, then who will? The dragon then started to fly around me and attack. With his large size, it was very hard to avoid its hits. He would shoot out very powerful beams of pure void energy, and with every hit, it took away a lot of my hearts. I have to fight back. I can't give up. Since he was flying around, I made sure to shoot my new Warden shout at him. Then, while he was close, I hit him with every attack that I had.
I won't let you win! I can't let you win!
I know that I'm leaving this world with someone who is worthy of saving it.
I can't lose. I can't! Volkmar kept trying to attack me, and I perfectly waited for him to open his mouth. Then, once he did, I shot my Warden shout directly inside. This caused something to happen.
What's happening? No! No! No!
Volkmar fell and blew up. He was now gone, and the entire overworld can now live in peace.